finally, we have a video this week. Praise God. Um, Girl, did y'all see that picture of my damn hair after Carnival? So I was in Barranquilla and now I'm back in Cartagena. I hope the quality of this video is good, y'all. Just bear with me because I'm actually filming on my phone tonight because apparently YouTube has decided to unveil some new features that are in beta, and for some reason I can't go live on my computer under this beta thing. Like, it's saying my stream connection is unavailable or something. I don't know, but if anybody knows how I remove myself from this beta moment, please let me know. So I went to Carnival at in Colombia, in Barranquilla. And girl, it was so much fun. Hey, Alice. It was so much fun. Like, I'm so very glad that I went. And I'm so very glad that, like, I'm just glad that I followed through because I wasn't going to go at first. Like, I had been hearing about it. And I just was thinking, Carnival's always so expensive. Hi, Charlie. Can you guys tell me what the connection looking like on y'all end? Because I'm on my phone tonight because I couldn't pull it up on my computer. But I'm always, I had never experienced a carnival before. So when I heard about it, I thought that, like, carnival is something that you have to plan way in advance, and it's slightly blurry. I'm kind of feeling sad about it because literally, let me show y'all what this thing is saying on my computer. So I tried to go live on my computer, but y'all see right here where it says the stream connection is saying no data, even though I have other tabs that I've been able to use that are getting connection. I don't know, but this is like something new, like some data. This is like a beta version or something. Okay, so it's gonna be all right. Okay, so we're gonna just rock it out. Let me lift this up a little bit though, so we can have a better view. So yeah, y'all, I didn't think I was gonna go initially at first because when I think of carnival, I've never been to a carnival. This was my first one, and I always kind of feel like carnival is expensive, and it's something that you have to plan like way in advance. But I don't know. I don't know if I told you guys, I met another YouTuber. This guy, his name is Aces Live. Y'all should check him out. I'm in some of the recent videos he just loaded if you guys want to see what I was doing in carnival. But I don't know. I just thought it was like something you had to plan so far in advance, because when you think of Trinidad and Tobago, baby, that stuff gets so booked. Like, you do have to plan Trinidad and Tobago like at least 6 months in advance. So I don't know. He had just randomly did. Well, I'm not gonna say it's random because I always feel like things happen so divinely, like as they should. Like as it's supposed to play out, it happens that way. And I ended I ended up seeing him post a live video because I knew at one point he was in Medellin with me, but I didn't realize at the time until like after he left. And I don't know. I saw this live and I just hopped on and we was all chatting in the live, and he had like set up a group for like a bunch of other like subscribers, YouTubers and things. Anybody else who was following him and who also was going to go to Barranquilla for Carnival. He set up a group for everybody to kind of chat in and kind of, and I was like, oh, so it's a bunch of us coming? Hey, Jazzy. Hey, girl. I was like, oh, so there's a bunch of us coming? And then I was asking them, I was like, well, what's the prices like? Because I thought I had to, book in advance. And they kind of was just like encouraging me, like, yeah, just come. It's going to be hella cheap. Like, it's going to be great. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to just go. And I'm going to just see what's popping with it. So I can say, y'all, it was a lot cheaper than what you would probably pay for Trinidad and Tobago, but you're still going to pay a little bit more money than you would probably pay in Asia, you know, because yeah, I sprayed my hair. I feel like I need a little comb too, cause I've had these braids in for 3 months since I left the States. Come on for that little curl though. One time for the new growth. Y'all see the new growth up in there? Ah. Girl, I'm so silly. Let me find a comb. I need a comb, Lord. Give me a comb. Hold on. Hold on a second. Damn, where I put my comb at? I had a comb. Now I don't know where it's at. Alright, I guess we have to use that. Alright. I'm back. So I don't have the proper comb right now. I have this little edge controller type of comb. I can't wait till we get better connection, y'all, so that I can keep these videos, because I feel like all these live videos that are trash connection, once I get better connection, I'm deleting all of this. But this is a comb. I have this is a really skinny comb, and then I have my pick, and I have this wide tooth comb, but these two aren't gonna work because if you guys see, like right at the end, I have all this like kind of like a build up, like product build up right there at the edge from like where the new growth was coming in and where the braids actually started. And I like to kind of comb through that as I take the braids down, just so, you know, later on once I wash my hair and once I, you know, start to detangle it, I don't have to like really worry too much. But I kind of feel like this one's too small and these are too big. And I had another, like I had a rat tail comb, but I guess I've lost it along my travels and I only been to one place. So how I do that? How I do that, Lord? How I do that? Maybe I left it at you know, the first host. So yeah, I literally decided to go to girl, I don't think I'm even be able to comb this out. I'm gonna have to try to see if it's a place somewhere in Barranquilla where I can get a red tail comb, cause that comb feels like it's gonna break my hair and that ain't gonna be great. Okay, so yeah, I ended up going like real last minute, and when I tell you guys, I was on booking.com because I want to say I had heard about it maybe like 2 months prior, and I thought 2 months was last minute. And then I talked to these guys maybe 2 weeks before, or maybe a week before, maybe it was a week before. Maybe I'm gonna say a week to 2 weeks before is when I found these guys on YouTube, and that's when I actually was like, okay, I'm gonna go. So I looked on booking.com and everything was booked. The only thing that they had was a hostel, but it was like a real trashy hostel, and they was charging $50 for these trashy little beds. And I was like, oh, y'all playing games. Y'all playing games. Have you made any friend girls there? No, not really. Like, oh yes, new growth, come on through. I haven't like I made a like I got your message though, don't worry. I met a black girl who is also a YouTuber. I think I told you guys this, and I posted her channel in the I posted her channel in our community if you guys want to check her out. She's super dope. So, but she's not staying here. Like, it's like I be meeting dope black girls throughout my travels. It's just sometimes they're not necessarily staying, you know, like they might just be traveling through, and that was kind of her ministry. But you know what, girl, she told me, because basically I met her at Carnival in Barranquilla, and then she came back to Cartagena, and I linked up with her and her boo thing for dinner on the first night that we came back. If you guys have seen my Insta stories, it was a picture of some food from this sushi wok place, and it was so good. Y'all, I'm really realizing too, the food here, I don't know if I'm necessarily, like, I don't know, it's like all the stuff that I eat that is really good is not local Colombian food. So that's kind of, I don't know, something interesting that I thought about today. But we linked up for dinner, and we are definitely going to stay in touch. I actually just talked to her a few minutes ago before I hopped on this live. But she was telling me, girl, her mom is living in Japan. Her mom has been living in Japan for 8 years. And she travels around as well. I want to say she's lived in Japan. She was just in Guatemala. She was just in Guatemala. So since I don't have a comb, I'm just gonna like break up this product buildup. I'm gonna just, you know, like we don't want no damage, but we also, you know, we want to make sure we kind of get that together in some kind of way until we get a comb. Girl, this is what happened when you had your hair in for like 3 months. Like, I literally have had this in since December. One time for the new growth though. Um, so yeah, she was dope. But I don't feel like, you know, like I made some friends with remember Goodell introduced me to a bunch of people. I didn't meet any local girls by myself. Like, I met some local guys, you know, my weed man was a little guy. He introduced me to some people, and his girlfriend as well. She was cool. But I'm not gonna say I met anybody that I like, aside from the black girl. She was cool. Like, we gonna definitely stay in touch, but I wouldn't say, like, I definitely still kind of feel like I'm solo dolo, you know. Like, I just kind of feel like I'm just doing my thing, you know. And the crazy thing is, like, Goodell's girlfriend had took me out a few times, and I really didn't enjoy it, you know. Like, I really was like, you cool, but I would prefer to be doing this by myself. I don't know, I think I'm over the people right now. Y'all know I had like a real crazy moment in Vietnam. By the end of it, I just was like over all of that expat life, expat journey. And I did see, the same week that I was leaving, there is an expat group of black people in Colombia, like local black people and expat people, and they had just started doing some events, but it just didn't work for my last week because y'all know it was a lot going on. So I didn't get a chance to meet, but at the same time, that wasn't really my ministry this journey. Like, I'm not really interested in fucking with the expat communities right now. I'm just kind of like, if I meet somebody out and about and we connect, I'm down, but I'm not really hunting for friends right now. I'm kind of like minding the business that pays me. You know? So that's where I'm at. Or, like, you know, of course, if you guys come to my neck of the woods, y'all can definitely hit me up, and I'm always down to link. But I think, you know, after Vietnam, baby, I'm just real cautious of the expat communities. Baby, it's hot. Can we talk about how hot it is in Cartagena? Cartagena is hot, y'all. It is hot up in this piece, which is cool because you know, it's hot, but at the same time, I like hot. I like the heat more than like cold weather. So it is what it is. But there really aren't ACs here. You do have to pay a little bit more for ACs, which isn't bad. Well, she didn't give me the option to pay for an AC here, but the place in Barranquilla that I rented, it was like $60 extra if you wanted to have an AC. But I feel like the fan kind of works. Oh, Jazzy said, why? What happened with the expat community? I just didn't feel like I was aligned. I actually did a video. If you check out my videos, I did a live talking about, I think the title of this one was why I felt forced to leave Vietnam and why it wasn't working for me. So, yeah. I just feel like I made a lot of friends. I was very open, but by the end of it, my energy was really drained. I just felt like it was a lot of energy suckers, and I just felt like a lot of the people weren't really aligned with me, you know, because you gotta be careful in Asia, because it's a whole bunch of people who come there, and it's a whole bunch of people who reinvent themselves to try to be something that they're not. And the one thing about it is like, you are who you are, and no matter where you go and how you try to change yourself to be what something that you're not, your true self is always going to shine through. And I don't know, I just was paying attention to people, and by the end of it, I just felt like I'm too connected to this damn group, and I'm feeling too much negative energy surrounding y'all, and I don't really like y'all like that. You know, like, you know, when you just feel like you have all these these pointless relationships, you know, it's like I don't like y'all really, you know, like I don't like your energy. I don't really like you, and you, like, we not aligned. Like, nothing wrong with us, like, not that I'm better or not that they're better or anything like that, but like, we not on the same wavelength. And what I'm trying to get to, I gotta be careful about the people who are in my circle, and all of y'all in my circle is draining my goddamn energy, so I ain't gonna be able to fuck with y'all. And I literally just kind of pulled away. I mean, like, even my best friend at the time, like, I did have like a friend who was like my I'm not, I would call her my best friend, like she was my best friend there. But even her, like, she got mad at me because I stopped talking to her ass too. I stopped talking to everybody. I stopped talking to everybody. I was like, bitch, I need a moment. Like, I need to recharge. And then I got real depressed. Y'all know, like, I was really dealing with a lot too, because my heart was still broken with Kelvin and stuff. I just needed to heal a bunch of things, and I just felt like by the end of it as well, I could sense a shift in my energy where I was kind of like, I don't know, you know, once you get to a point where people are fucking over you, or people are just don't have good energy, you end up kind of like looking at everybody like, y'all, like what you want, what's your intent, you know, like you kind of got a little chip or whatever. And I felt like I was gaining a little chip, and I just was like, I need to step back from all of this. Like, this isn't serving me. This isn't serving me in a good way. You know, like, I'm not feeling good about none of this. Charlie said, that's one of the reasons I want to leave the U.S., to reinvent myself, but in a positive way, fresh start. Yeah, I mean, I feel like reinventing yourself in a way, like, of just trying to grow and be a better person, that's one thing. But what I'm talking about is like people who are trying to pull the wool over your eyes, you know what I mean? Like, they not trying to grow and be better people, they just trying to be on some fuck shit, you know what I mean? Like, that type of stuff, you know, like that. Like, not like be trying to be better, you know what I mean? And I feel like with you, Charlie, even if you go and you reinvent yourself, like, your energy is still like really good energy, you know what I mean? Like, that, the core of who you are is always going to shine through, no matter, you know what I mean? And I just feel like the core of a lot of those people just wasn't working well with me and my energy. And by the end of it, I just was like, I don't like it, and I don't like y'all, and I'm really tired of this place, and I need a break from all of this shit, like all of this. So for me at the time. I just pulled away from everything. But at the same time, it's also those group dynamics. Like, I don't know, a lot of the stuff kind of felt like high school to me as well. Whenever you're in a group of people, it's always so many different personalities. Everybody do things differently and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just really not with none of the drama. I'm not really with the gossiping moment. I'm just not with none of that shit. It's like, I didn't come abroad to do this. This is not why I'm here. This is not why I'm here. And no tea, no shade to anybody else and their journey and how they like to travel and communicate and connect and things like that. I just kind of feel like, you know, this ain't why I came here. This, you know, like, I just had a real nigga moment with myself because I wasn't happy. I wasn't feeling happy, and I was feeling very depressed and very sad and just like, this ain't working. And the crazy thing, y'all, is like, I was thinking about it because I feel like a lot of times when I think of Vietnam, I think of this experience, and I kind of feel like, ugh, you know, just how drained I felt when I left Vietnam. But I really loved Vietnam. Like, when the first time that I went to Vietnam, I just hate that this kind of tries to overshadow my Vietnam experience, because I often have to check myself when I'm talking about Vietnam, because it's like, on some real shit, I do love Vietnam. Like, that's the only country that I lived in for the longest. The first time I came there, like, I love the people, and I do like the food. Like, granted, the food ain't Thai food, because I like Thai food better. But at the same time, I like Vietnam. I just didn't have a good expat experience. But at this, I don't know. That just kind of taught me that I don't want to be connected to the expat group. Like, I don't want to be with the group. I just want to kind of do my own thing, you know? So it was a learning moment. Plus, I think I needed a lot of healing. Like, I've always kind of struggled with relationships, you know, just because that's not something that I really learned how to do. I didn't grow up in a family that was really connected to one another. I didn't really have stable environments where I had people that, you know, I checked in with on a regular basis. Like, this is something that I'm still getting used to, being able, you know, calling people on a regular basis. Like, I'm just so used to being by myself and having to figure things out myself. So that's more natural for me. So sometimes I get overwhelmed. Like, I'm definitely more of like a one-on-one type of person, one-on-two, maybe 3 people at most. But like, with big groups, it's not really my thing. It's not really my thing. I just, you know, it's too many damn people, and it's like reading everybody energy, and it's just like, it's too much. And maybe because I do feel like sometimes I'm a little bit of an empath, so maybe I'm just a little bit sensitive to all of that as well, because I'm just like, yeah, y'all doing a lot, y'all doing a lot, y'all stressing me out. Jazzy said, I felt the same way in my second year of college. Yeah, even in college, y'all, I was not, like, I was on the scene, but, like, I'm very much like a in my own little world type of person, okay? Like, I don't have to have a big-ass group. Everybody on the campus don't gotta know me. Like, I don't care about none of that. Like, literally, I think about my college experience, and I had an amazing ass time, but I avoided all the damn drama. Like, I literally had my 2 friends, and we used to cut up. We used to cut up. That's how I'm just a little bit more low key, y'all. I'm just like real low key. Charlie said, my difficult childhood moving constantly has caused me to not understand how to have long friendships. Yeah, it's definitely something that I'm working on. You know, I feel the same way, because I do, but at the same time, I feel like I don't have any friends. I don't have any friends who I can say are like day one friends. Like, I feel like I always have a shift or a transition of friends, you know what I mean? Like, I need a little thing, a clip or something for my hair, for this loose hair. This is the one thing about being in other countries, when you don't have a proper beauty supply that you can just go get what you need. You really gotta make sure you have some of the stuff with you. Hold on. I thought I brought some clips with me in my kit though. don't think I did. But yeah, that's something I struggle. Relationships are definitely something I struggle with. Well, I'm not gonna say I struggle. It's something that I'm learning to develop healthy in a healthy way. Yeah, that sounds better. Cause you gotta be mindful of what you're saying, what you're putting out into the universe. So, developing healthy relationships is something that I'm developing. But at the same time, y'all, I don't think that if you grew up in a situation where you were moving around a lot, you should feel bad about that. Because if you think about some of these other people who are in, families, it's like sometimes they put up with a lot of shit from those relationships, and they don't really feel that same strength to pull away or to not accept toxic things from people. And sometimes they be struggling in their relationships as well, but they just dealing with it. Whereas I just feel like people who are growing up in similar situations like me, it's like we're just we learning how to work it out. We just learning how to work it out, and we just probably not willing to put up with nobody treating us bad. And it's like on whatever end it's coming from, like you're not gonna treat me bad. Like I've been treated bad enough. Shit, I'm not gonna allow you to come into my adulthood and treat me like shit. No, boo. No, 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 no. So I think at first I used to feel really bad about this, y'all. I used to feel like, damn, am I gonna die and not have anybody at my funeral? Like I used to be real sad about not being able to keep friends. But at the same time, nothing happens by accident. And I just feel like I don't know, it's seasons for people. Like sometimes people are meant to rock with you for your whole life. And a lot of times that's not the case. A lot of times people are just here for a season. But see, when it's other people who are used to having those bonds, they just keep these seasonal people around. And I just feel like for me, I've been blessed that the seasonal people have gone on about their journey. And just because you end a friendship with somebody doesn't mean that they're not going to come back later. You know what I mean? Because it's a girl that I met in Bangkok, and she was actually really dope. She actually introduced me to the very first girl. I definitely need a fucking comb because I'm really, girl, this one is kind of natted up a little bit. I'm gonna have to really go and see if I can find a red tail comb tomorrow, girl. My spirit is feeling away. But I met this girl in Bangkok, and she was cool. We connected. I felt like she was definitely on a different level than me as well, though. Like we weren't on the same level, but we aligned. And we was all cool and stuff, and then she kind of flipped out on me. But it was something that was happening with her, and she was kind of like, I can't really explain it. It was something happening with her on an emotional level. She needed to take a break from me. Cool, woo woo woo, wham. But like we just recently reconnected because we didn't have any type of beef or any type of issue. It just was like she was being triggered, and I on my end, I just kind of felt like I wasn't really doing anything, but I kind of felt like, I think you might need some space. If you feeling triggered at something on your end, you need to heal. You know what I mean? Charlie says, my thing is I do not try to manhandle. My thing is do not try to manhandle me. I will cut someone off in a second when they show me they're grimy. That's not healthy either. Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't play that. Like don't like I just kind of feel like I have really genuine energy. You know what I mean? Like just on like I've always been this way. I'm just a real genuine person. Like I'm nice, I'm genuine. I'm a cheerleader for the people around me. And I want those type of people around. Like I want to feel the same thing. You know what I mean? Like granted, I understand everybody's going to bring different things to the table, but I want to be receiving the type of energy that I'm giving out. And if I feel like you're up to no good, or if you're grimy, are like, you know, like if I get negative energy, I remove myself as well, because I just really believe in, like, I don't know if you guys have heard of that, like the people that you flock with, like birds of a feather flock together. The five people you communicate with the most, you know, really shape who you are. I truly believe that. I truly believe that, y'all. So I just don't be rocking with that, with negative energy, or just, you know, like, cause even one of my best friends in college, she kind of had like real negative energy too at one point, and eventually we stopped talking. You know what I mean? Like, I yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm really cautious about the type of energy that I allow around me, and I feel like more people should be that way. More people should be that way. More people should be focused on developing healthy relationships that, you know, propel them. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I recently was listening to, it's a girl on YouTube that I found recently, Water Star Vibes. If you guys check her out, she does tarot card readings. And if you've never done tarot card read, I actually have my own tarot card deck that I do my own readings sometimes, but I also have a few different YouTubers who do tarot card readings that I resonate with. So she's one of them. And when I listen to them, for anybody who isn't used to tarot card readings, they normally go based off of your sign for the ones that are on YouTube, like Water Star Vibe. And I normally will listen to my sun, moon, and rising. So for me, I'm a Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio. So I listen to all three so I can get the full picture. And recently I was listening to one of her videos, and she was talking about relationships. I kind of forgot what she said just now when I gave y'all that extra spiel. She said, what did she say? Damn, what did she say? Maybe it'll come back to me, but it was something real good. Maybe it'll come back to me. But it was something about relationships. I can't remember at the moment now. But yeah, we gotta be building. We gotta do better with building better relationships. You know what I mean? Oh, what she said, it came back. What she said basically was kind of like, you, when you're linking up with somebody, you should feel energized. You know what I mean? Like, when you're linking up with your circle, your close circle that you have chose to align with, you should be feeling energized and ready to go and get whatever you're done, whatever you want to do done. Like, you know, like, it should be like good productive conversations that you guys are having. Like, granted, everybody gonna have shit that they go through and they might need to talk through that. Yeah, that's cool. But at the same time, that shouldn't be the majority of what y'all talking about. Like, it should be how we gonna be uplifting, how we gonna be moving forward, how are we growing, you know what I mean? And you should feel energized and charged. But if you're around people and you're feeling drained after, like, that's not a good sign. Like, that they're draining your energy when you're around them, that's not a good sign. That's not people that I want to be around. You know, like, I want to be around people that make me feel like, yes, I'm gonna take over the world. Let's do it. Let's take over the world. You know what I mean? So I don't feel bad anymore about not having, like, you know, because I'm definitely not the person where I could say, oh, I got a best friend that I've had since, like, I was in elementary, or da 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 da. Like, those things aren't really important to me. It's really important to me to have quality people around me. And I don't think that a quality person is based off of the length of time that they've been around, because you can have people that's been around you forever and be jealous of you. You got people around you that's been around you forever and been hating on what you doing, and, you know, like, just not even really supportive behind your back, and not, you know, you might not even know. But you gotta really assess that energy, you know? You gotta really assess that energy. Like, your family, you can't really choose them. You could still talking to them as if they're not healthy, and if you don't, you know, want that type of energy around you. But your immediate circle, they should be energizing you. They should be charging you up like you should be charging each other. You know what I mean? To where y'all link up and everybody feel like, ooh, yes, we finna get it. You know what I mean? I always think about that photo of the black guy, the black artist who went to Bali, and they did that bomb ass photo. Did y'all see that? They did a bomb ass little photo together, and I just think of like even like Issa Rae, how she connected with other artists and things like that. Like I just, like I just feel like I'm going to win. I'm about to win, honey. I'm going to live my highest life. And part of that process is being aware of the people around you. So, yeah, I don't feel bad about it no more. I feel like it is what it is. The people who are meant to walk this journey are going to find me. And I think that's too, you shouldn't feel bad about it either, Charlie. The people who are meant to walk your journey with you are going to find you. You know, the people who are meant to really align with you to kind of help you get to wherever you're trying to get to, they gonna find you. But I do think also you gotta be mindful of your thought process too. You know, like you want to be putting out positive thoughts surrounding the type of relationships that you want. For me, I've currently been like, I'm trying to build healthy relationships. I'm learning how to build healthy relationships because that's the direction that I'm going. Instead of saying, dang, I never have healthy relationships. Like if you're saying, I'm sorry if it's loud, something's happening outside and the window not even open. But if you're saying like, dang, I never have healthy relationships, you're never going to have them. You know what I mean? So you gotta like switch those wordings around so that you're feeding your spirit things that are uplifting. Like I'm learning how to have healthy relationships. Y'all see that difference? I never have healthy relationships versus I'm learning how to have healthy relationships. You get that? And I'm not saying this like I got it, like I understand it all, because I don't, but it's like certain things that I do feel like I'm starting to shift on and I'm paying more attention towards, which my words is definitely one of them. And sometimes I kind of get stuck too, because I'm like, I do think of some stuff and I'll be like, damn, that do sound kind of negative, but what can I replace it with? And I'm still figuring it out. Charlie said, positive words, thanks for that. Thanks for that last reminder. You're welcome. Hey, Earl the Pearl. Good word. Cleveland is in the building. Turn up. One time. Let me check this Wi-Fi so it don't die on y'all. Okay. I mean, not my Wi-Fi. My, girl. I ain't seen my hair in a minute. My, not my Wi-Fi. I wanted to check my, battery so it doesn't die on y'all. But yeah, girl, it's gonna be okay. Honestly too, when people leave your life, let them go. Don't be feeling bad. That's the universe and God, or whatever you believe, your angels, your spirit team, removing the energy that you don't need. So just embrace it. Like I know sometimes it may feel bad because it's just like you've gotten used to these people being around. You've gotten used to connecting with these people. But at the same time, you came here one deep, okay? And you are on a mission. And making friends, having love is not your purpose. Even though that's part of this process of life that makes it smoother when you're able to connect with people and network. But like, that's not your purpose. That's not your purpose. You know what I mean? So you gotta focus on what your purpose is. Focus on building yourself up so that you can be the best person you can be, growing and, moving forward. And just focus on aligning with people who align with you. Fuck all that other shit, Fuck all that other shit. Not with the drama, okay? Not with the drama. Girl, I need a whole little team. Y'all remember that video at the salon with all them ladies in my hair? I need all of them, like right now. I need all of them right now to come to be here with all them hands helping me take this hair down. I really need a scrunchie too. I can't find nothing. I don't know where my scrunchie at. I don't know where my red tail comb at. Okay. Forget it. So yeah, y'all, I went to Carnival. Carnival was lit. I would definitely recommend it. Like, if you have never done Carnival and you kind of want to experience it, Barranquilla is definitely a place. And I want to say, like, granted, the place that I stayed at, it was more like, she definitely was charging like 3 times what the normal night, excuse me, what the normal nightly rate was, but it still wasn't expensive compared to America. Like, the place I found was $25 a night, and I actually found it through the other YouTubers. So it was like a bunch of us who were in that chat. Girl, I need something to pin this down. God. Is that gonna work? I need to know. Hold on, y'all. Hey, there we go. Okay, found my scrunchie. Whew. Hi, Tammy. Tammy, why you looking like that? What's wrong? Oh, and my boo from Cleveland said the four, what did you say? The 4 agreements. I feel like, isn't that a book? I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't think I actually read it yet. Maybe I need to go revisit it. Earl said, I just got back from the Bahamas 2 days ago. Turn up. You was there for Carnival? Or what was poppin'? You was there for Carnival? Y'all, definitely hit up Barranquilla, okay? Like, Barranquilla gave me the flavor of Latin America that I was expecting. Like, but at the same time, I think that Barranquilla is a small town, and I don't think that the energy is normally like that outside of Carnival. Like, I'm very interested to go back and visit. I don't think it's gonna happen this time around, but I'm very interested to see what it's like outside of Carnival. But it was lit, honey. Everywhere we went was lit. And I have to tell you guys, if you're into dating like Spanish guys, Latin American guys, y'all should definitely come to Latin America. Them dudes was all over me, okay? Now, granted, they wasn't really my flavor, just because it was 2 reasons that I ain't really been feeling the Latin America men so far. Because one, you know, I'm in these very, very, very humble places. Like, very, very, very humble. Like, real, 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 real humble. And nothing's wrong with that, but I'm like, boo, what you bringing to the table though? Like, how we building though? And I'm not really for the flings. Like, I feel like if I was on some fling stuff, then yeah, I could have got all these pieces of penis if I wanted to. But that's not really my ministry at the moment. Like, I've had some flings here and there, but that ain't really my ministry. Like, I'm interested in having a solid relationship, a long-term relationship with, you know, the man that's gonna be my husband, that we can build, that want to travel around with me, have some vacations, you know, live our best life. Now, granted, I'm not gonna say that no more flings will be happening within the mix, because you just never know what's gonna pop off. But at the same time, I'm looking for a serious relationship. Now, I'm not looking for shit, but that's what I'm interested in, a serious relationship. So don't come at me with no games. Amen, amen. So so one thing was like, I just kind of feel like I'm in these real humble places. So baby, what you really bringing to the table? You know what I mean? And also, I kind of feel like they was a little more feminine than I would like. Like, I like a real masculine man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the best picture I can describe this as is like, I was dancing with this one guy. Like, literally every time I went out, y'all, it was like, girl, the guys was all up, like everybody was all over me, because nobody there looked like me. Like, granted, I saw some black people, but not a lot, and nobody looked like me. Like, nobody looked like me. I don't know, I just kind of had my own little style. But, and y'all know I had this big old hair, girl. I had it up in a pineapple, girl, giving all Colombian vibes. So literally everybody was all on me. Like, I met a bunch of like gay guys, the straight guys were trying to get me, and even the little Colombian girl. Like, literally every single night that I was there, I was dance battling with some Colombian chick, and it was so much fun. Y'all, everybody in the chat right now, do me a favor and please thumbs up this video. That helps me so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much in advance. So yeah, I was dancing with this guy one night, and he started throwing that ass back on me. Girl, he was throwing that ass back. And I don't know, that's not really, that don't really turn me on. Like, we had a cute look, like, it was fun. Like, he had cute energy and stuff. And the crazy thing, I feel like he was out with his grandma. It was his grandma and his cousin or his brother that he was with. Girl, and his grandma was sitting in the corner like, yeah. Girl, his grandma was watching me in the corner. Every time I looked her way, girl, she was just looking at me and smiling. And then at the end of the night, because this was like our last night. Well, Ace is still in Barranquilla, but this was the last night that I was there, and it was only me and Ace. So we went out. Ace was talking shit the whole time because he was like, all these guys is all over you. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not impressed. Like, I feel no sexual energy. Like, I don't feel any, I didn't feel any spark from any of them. It was one guy who wasn't really, like, he was kind of big. He was cute. It was one guy that was kind of cute, but I still just wasn't really giving no play, y'all. I just wasn't giving no play out. But yeah, I mean, if you're into Spanish guys like that, if that's kind of your thing, then girl, you need to get here, because this is the place. Yeah, yeah. Cartagena, Cartagena and Barranquilla, both of those places, the men love black women. Like, if you're interested in going to a place where you can actually date and things like that, because I feel like Asia, the men are going there for Asian women. It's not that you're not gonna meet somebody, but it's just like sometimes the pool is a little bit smaller, whereas here, girl, just walking down the street, like, you gonna get you a boo if that's your ministry, if that's what you want. If you like the Asian guy, I mean the Latin American guys, you can speak. And also, I don't speak enough Spanish yet, so maybe the next time I come here, maybe I'll be interested a little bit more, but at this moment I don't speak enough Spanish. Josh said, hey, you called me on Instagram the other day and I missed it. That probably was an accident, Josh, because Instagram has been acting funny for me. Like, literally, if I send somebody a message, like, normally I'm sending video messages or voice note. That's why I say it's the best place to reach me, and plus you get to talk to me on some real shit. But recently Instagram has been acting funny, so it's like if I'm holding it down to send my voice message, it'll call people, other stuff be popping up. So it was an accident, I didn't mean it, and I don't even remember what we was talking about on that day. I'm gonna have to go back and look. Earl said, I was there with the Royal Caribbean just hanging out. Yes, the Four Agreements is a book. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and check that book out. I feel like carnivals are cute. Not carnivals, cruises are cute. I like a good cruise. I think with a cruise, you have to really be aware of like who you're going with, because like, you're gonna meet people on the cruise, of course, if you're open and you're friendly and stuff, but at the same time, you want to go with people you're gonna really have fun with, you know what I mean, like, who really gonna, because you on a boat for the most of the time. And my thing with the cruise, I feel like somebody needs to create a cruise that actually stops overnight in some of these places, because I did a cruise for my I did a cruise after I graduated college. Me and my best friend, we graduated at the same time. Well, I'm gonna say my best friend at that time, because I ain't really talking to his ass right now either. Girl, look how dirty my damn hair is. I just can't. But we went on a cruise to Mexico. We went to Cozumel, And we went to some other little places in Mexico that you don't even really hear about that often. But Cozumel was fun, girl. Everywhere we stopped, I was getting shots of tequila. We had rented a little bike. I got the best massage ever. And I just felt like, dang, I would like to stay here overnight and kind of have a little moment, see what's popping. So, yeah, somebody needs to create that. Somebody needs to create a little cruise. Like, they ain't gotta stop at night every night, but like, you know, some of them nights in some of the top places or the cute places, like there should be an overnight stop where you can like really go to the club, you know what I mean, see what the city is actually like outside of during the day. Oops, my bad. Having flings with a broke dude is how you end up on the struggle bus with twins. Hello, and I ain't trying to do it. That's what Charlie said, girl. Hello. So this is part of the reason why I'm not impressed. Like, baby, like nothing against the, you know, like I get that, like, you know, the people living humble here. I get that, but at the same time, that ain't my ministry. That ain't my ministry, y'all, and that's not the life that I want to live. I've seen that life. You know, my mama was in less struggle, okay? And I don't want that. I don't want to live that life. So I'm just kind of like, no. Like, y'all, like some of the guys here are cute, but I'm just like, what do y'all got to offer? What you bringing to the table, baby? Cause I'm not just opening like up these legs. Like, granted, like I'm not no angel, okay? Like I've had flings, I've had like, but I feel like for me, I don't normally go into a fling just like, you know, like I don't. Things have to kind of happen naturally for me. Like I gotta really have an attraction to you, and I gotta really feel some good energy from you. But part of me having an attraction to you is also like I be thinking about like what you bringing to the table. You know, it's like not like I'm a gold digger or anything like that, but at the same time, I do believe a man should be a provider. I do. And I just want to build with some, you know, like I want to build. Like I know what type of person I am, and I know what I can bring to the table. So I want to build, you know, and I'm like, I can't do the bum life. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't. And I'm just not attracted to them like that. Earl says, smash that like button, y'all. Hello, thank you in advance. Tammy said they have those. Tammy, what you mean they have those? They have those what? Tammy, what you mean they have those what? They have those bums? Yeah, girl. I mean, cause it's like I feel like I met some black guys. Girl, let me tell you about these dudes. God damn it. Let me tell y'all about these black men that I've been meeting in Latin America, cause they really on some other shit. Like, granted, girl, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. Okay, okay, let's start here. I met this black guy with Ace on the first night that I got there. First day. No, this was the second day. This was the first night that we all went out. Because, like, everybody was there, but we all didn't connect initially. So I was just kind of hanging out with Ace, and it was this other guy. I cannot remember his name, but we all were living at the same place. So we kind of were doing, like, a lot of stuff together. And one day, this one guy came. This is like the second day. This one guy came. He was actually kind of cool. Not really my type, but he was cool. And he was talking to me, and then he said that he thinks that all the black women that are traveling are just dope. Like, you know, like all like the dope, educated black women who are really on some shit, they all abroad. He's like, they not really in the States. And I believe that. Cause I be meeting, like, granted, I'm not gonna say that some of these girls ain't on some fuck shit, but the majority of the black women that you meet abroad are dope as fuck. Okay, like we are definitely on some trendsetter, risk taker type shit. You know what I mean? But oh, Tammy said they do have cruises that stay overnight. I didn't know that. Which ones? Like with Carnival, who got them? Cause tell me, girl, cause I'm definitely trying to do a cruise or something when I come home for the summer. But I thought, I don't know, that statement, I felt like it is so true. It is a lot of dope black, like if you looking for a black woman who really like on her shit, you need to come travel and find her, cause she out here. Like we out here, okay? We out here and we great. Like we really great. Like not trying to toot our horn, but be big. Be big, bitch, be big. So I thought about that statement after he said it, only because I was also thinking about the black men. And I must say, I think what is happening right now with me and my spirit team is like really amazing, because I feel like in my past, I really was looking for love in a different way, because you know, like just how I grew up, I didn't really grow up with love, you know. And I don't know if y'all know, I have a friend, her handle on Instagram is all things Chris, and she has a journaling series that she just started. Let me pull it up for y'all, because I think y'all should sign up for it. It's really dope. But she basically is sending journal prompts. She does it now. She was doing it every month at first, but now she switched it to where she's only doing it once a quarter. And basically one month in that quarter, she's giving you a journal prompt each morning. So basically you got to just, you know, give yourself some self-care time in the morning or in the evening, anytime before the day ends, for you to write out your journal for that day. And her prompts are really good. So the prompt that we had today, which I haven't even finished it, I've been thinking about it all day because it was just so profound that I was just like, oh, I was really like, I had to think on it for a minute. But after I get off this live, I'm going to write my journal post. Dang, where is she at? Oh, okay, so it's called Sage Yo Soul. Let me write it in the chat. How am I write it in the chat? Girl, I'm so not used to doing this on my phone. I don't see how I can add a chat here. I can't write it in right now, y'all. I don't have that option on my phone. But it's called Sage Yo Soul. SAGEYOSOUL. They have an Instagram account, so it's her and another girl who are doing Sage Your Soul together. And you basically have to sign up for the email so that you can get the email prompts in the morning. But I think it's definitely amazing. So the one for today, let me read it to you guys. It says, love, the highest frequency there is, and ironically the lowest conversational piece, is something that we all desire in some way or another. Nah, I said conversational, that was conversional. Don't judge me. Our awareness, as well as how we give and receive it, differs from person to person. Still, each one of us has a beginning that influences the present. Are you open to love? Do you possess the love that you desire? What do you change? Would you change the way you experienced love before? And then it comes with the prompt. So that's like just a little backstory on what the prompt is. So the prompt says, how did you feel at the beginning? What was your experience? And how does it affect the way you love now? Y'all, I've been thinking about this all day since I got it, because I'm like, the more I think about it, I was like, damn, I don't think I had a healthy experience with love in the beginning. You know, like I definitely didn't experience love from my family. Like I didn't feel love from them. And like the first type of love that I feel like I did experience was from somebody's snotty nose ass little son who was a shit, you know? And I feel like for the longest, for a good chunk of time, like there has been like a struggle or something happening within me, like because I'm not dumb behind guys, but at the same time it's like has been a longing of like, dang, I want to be loved, you know, like I want a relationship and I want to be loved. And sometimes when you're longing for it in that type of way, you do kind of end up in fucked up situations. And I cannot lie, everybody has had fucked up situations, no matter how smart you are about guys. Everybody has had those situations where they're like, damn, that's a lesson. Come on for the lesson. But I've had a shift. Like right now, when I tell y'all maybe over the last 2 years, I feel like it's been happening a lot longer than that, but for sure over the last 2 years since I've been abroad, I just feel like my spirit team has been showing me guys on a different level. Like I've been making a lot of guy friends, and it seems like I've been in a lot of situations where I'm the only woman, and for some type of reason in those type of environments, the guys don't really be thinking about the fact that it's a woman in the mix, and they still be talking like it's just the guys, which is cool for me because I feel like it just kind of has been showing me a different side. You know, it showed me what they really be thinking and what they really be doing, and it's like, girl, these niggas ain't shit. These niggas ain't shit. These niggas ain't shit. And I don't know. It just, I guess I've come to the point now where I just feel like it's no need for me to put in energy searching for anyone. You know what I mean? Because you going out searching for something, you gonna find something. You gonna find something, and it might not always be peaches and cream. And I just feel like I'd rather be patient, and I'd rather sit back and work on myself and work on the woman that I am, so when my husband do show up, we can live our best life. But as of now, I'm just like, I'm not on the game board to even play with y'all. But that's cute. So I literally was with all these guys, and I kind of felt a energy of like, now granted, I remember I told y'all Ace had this WhatsApp group. So Ace didn't actually put me in the WhatsApp group because I'm the only girl, and he kind of was like, the way he did it was like, you donate and then you get into the group. And I donated, but I didn't get into the group because he was like, the group has kind of turned into like a little man cave. So I just say that to say they was kind of talking real reckless around me. So I can only imagine what they was probably saying in the actual group. But at the same time, all of these were Black American men. These were not, these were all Black American men. These were not like foreign Black men. So it was also really interesting for me to kind of see their perspectives about just women and dating and stuff like that. Actually, one of them, Ace, is Haitian, but he grew up in Miami. But at the same time, y'all know a lot of time, I don't want to say that Haitian guys ain't nothing because I've never dated a Haitian guy. But you guys know our good sis, what's her name? Y'all know the girl, I can't remember her name. She does the Haitian accent. She does like, she's Haitian, but I think she grew up in Miami as well, if I'm not mistaken. She was on BET. What's her name, y'all? Y'all don't remember? Because I know I be having a hard time remembering everybody's name. Josh said, LOL, right? Be patient. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Earl said, you hitting on all cylinders tonight. Good life. Thanks, Earl. So, I just feel like, you know, recently I posted something else on my Insta stories. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should be, because things be popping on the Insta story front at the Courtney Williams. But I posted this thing. Y'all know, dang, I never can remember nobody's name, y'all. It's a father, he's a YouTuber, not Belief, it's another guy. He's light-skinned, he got glasses, and he has 2 daughters. And he does like little interviews with the 3-year-old, things like that, and it's real cute. But recently he asked her, he was like, will you ever look for the one, or something like that? And she said, I am the one. And I just thought that was so profound coming out of the mouth of a baby. Like, if you the one, what you looking for? No, you ain't. Like, you just sit back and chill. You just sit back and chill and be patient. And that's the energy that I have right now. Like, I'm not in a rush to be in anything. I'm very much comfortable where I'm at. I'm very much like not comfortable as in I'm stagnant, but I'm just like really comfortable with myself. I'm really comfortable in my skin. I'm not afraid to be alone. So I'm just like, I'm just working on myself right now, and I'm trying to get my shit together. And I don't got time to be playing with y'all niggas. I don't. I don't. But at the same time, I did have to be like, I do feel like I am still healing in the love department, because y'all know I had a bad relationship with Kelvin, and I felt like after that, like, granted, not even just with him, it's not even just his fault, because I feel like I had a lot of bad dating experiences while I was in Asia. Like, those guys was playing major, 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 major games, and that also made kind of helped me with this shift of like, why you out here looking for this shit? This is nothing but trash. Like, just be patient for your boo to come. And because I just feel like some of those guys, they just was on some other stuff, girl. They just was on some other stuff. And I just was like, how do you do this? Where's your level of respect? Like, what is really going on? So I say that to say, I was hanging around with these dudes, and I felt a little bit of energy of like, it was weird, because it was like, on one hand, I felt like they was kind of intrigued, because I was the only black, like, I'm the only black woman in the crew. And pretty much I didn't see any other black women until like our second night together. And nobody looked like me, y'all. Like, on some, like, not trying to be conceited, like nothing like that, but nobody looks like me. I just kind of have my own style, you know what I mean? And it's very much, it stands out wherever I am. So I kind of felt like there was a little bit of like intriguement, you know, where they're just like, ooh, it's a black woman, you know, like these black men. But at the same time, I wasn't interested in them on that type of level. And I just kind of felt like, even if I was, they wasn't here for me anyways. Like, they were kind of there for you know, like, I feel like black men are traveling for women in other races, which nothing's wrong with that. There was this one guy, he was kind of cute though. He was kind of cute. There was this one guy I danced with at one point, this one black guy, and I want to say he was a Omega, if I'm not mistaken. But he was cute, but at the same time, that was just a really interesting moment, because we were dancing at one point, like, but then it was kind of like he was talking to other girls at other points, and I'm kind of like, I'm the type of person, like, if you want me, you're going to have to come and get me, baby. And you're going to have to really sit your attention in on me, not on nobody else. I need to be the one. And if I'm not, I ain't really interested. So it's like a little bit of like some kind of little spark, like, you know. But at the same time, I just was like, you doing you, I'ma do me. It ain't a biggie, you know. But I was talking to one of the guys on like one of the last nights I was there. Hold up, let me read these comments real quick, and then I'm gonna tell you, because this little story is kind of long. Joshua says, gay, I'm very picky too, and I'm also very comfortable in my own company. I also am not afraid from a relationship holding me back from my true purpose and goals. Yeah, I don't play that. Like, I just kind of feel like your purpose, your goal here is your purpose. Yeah, you want to get married. Yeah, you want to do all these things that, you know, the world has created as standards and things like that. But I just feel like the person that I'm with should be in alignment with what my purpose is. So it shouldn't be any disconnect. It shouldn't be any disconnect of like, I'm traveling or I'm doing the things that I love, and now I have to stop doing the things that I love because of you. This was one of the things that was kind of like a problem with me and Kelvin, because we would talk about this and he really wanted me to like stop traveling and just kind of settle down and kind of like think about traveling later, like, oh, we could always travel. And I just kind of feel like this is my part of my dream. This is part of my goals. This is part of my purpose, because I definitely feel like, y'all, my travel journey has taken on such a level of itself. Like, I started traveling as a makeup artist. I sold all of my stuff so I could travel as a makeup artist. I've been doing makeup. Like, I have done my first client in Colombia. I'm still trying to set up some photo shoots with like actual photographers though. But I definitely feel like a shift is happening. Like, the reason why I'm traveling now is not really, it's different. It's just different, and I don't feel like I'm ever gonna stop traveling. So I definitely need a husband who want to travel with my ass, because we gonna be out, like me and the kids, you know. Like, I need to experience all versions of travel. Like, now I'm fortunate enough to travel as a female, solo. I'm not in a relationship, so I'm really having a cute little one too. But I'm also interested in traveling with my boyfriend, having some vacations, traveling with my fiance, traveling with my husband, traveling with my kids, traveling after my kids they graduated, like just with me, you know, like in old age, getting my life, and then traveling with my grandkids. Y'all know, like, I need to experience all journeys. So that was one of the things that we were kind of having an issue, that we were butting heads on, because he's a little bit more stable. And granted, I'm not gonna say that I won't ever, like, I do want to have bases where I have homes in different places, and places where I may stay for parts of the year. But at the same time, me not traveling is not something that I see as realistic, because also, if you think about like how I grew up, I've always been a traveler. Like, I travel from foster home to foster home. Now I just travel from country to country. So we butted heads on that, and I just kind of feel like when you're in a relationship with somebody, I don't think that you should have to give up your dreams and your goals and things. Like, I just feel like your relationship should complement that, you know. And I think a lot of people kind of do give up the things that they love, and then they end up, you know, miserable, and I'm just not willing to do it. So that was definitely one of the things that we were beefing about. And at the same time, it's like, you asking me to give up my dreams and shit for you, which that's some shit I'm never gonna do. But at the same time, you not even showing the fuck up for me in the way that I need. So you gotta pay attention to what people are giving, what people are asking, and what they true, you know, intentions are. Like, you really got to be observant, you know. It's a post I posted recently from one of my friends. Well, she's not really my friend, she's like a friend of a friend, on Insta story. I'm telling y'all, Insta story be having all the tea. It be having all of the tea. Josh said, exactly how I feel. We should be on the same wavelength. I agree. I feel like your goal, like, y'all might not be doing the same exact thing, but y'all should be in equally yoked, in a sense, you know. Like, y'all should be equally yoked to the point where they feeding off of your energy, you feeding off of their energy, you know. Like, this is all like that energy pushing each other up, so we can both live our best life and reach our full potential and our purpose, you know. All that other shit is irrelevant. All that other shit is irrelevant. So what was interesting to me about these guys was how shocked they were on one end, that like, damn, this is a dope ass little black woman, okay. And then also it was kind of like, I wasn't shocked with the fact that because I knew they was coming there for for the Colombian girls, which is cool, because I'm like, I fuck with everybody, you know. Like, anybody got good energy, I fuck with you, like, okay. But this is also kind of like, I'm not gonna say all of these dudes, but like, this is the type of guys who kind of feel like dating black women or dating within their race is racist. So I don't agree with that, you know what I mean? Like, why is it racist for you to date a black woman? You're black. Why is it racist? So we also, on one of the nights, if you guys have also checked out my Insta stories about, if y'all saw that little post I made a post and I was saying that I said him, which I had a conversation with this guy. And we was up for a long time. We was having a conversation just about like black lives and just like what the black community needs to grow and to get to a better place, and just how our people can be better, you know what I mean? And we weren't really agreeing, y'all. Like, it was just kind of like his position wasn't far from mine. It's just that his point of view was very dogmatic, and it just was very like one-sided. Like, like his kind of statement was like, the only thing that black people need to do is stop making excuses. And kind of like that was it. Like, just stop making excuses. And it's like, but it's no consideration for their mental state. It's no consideration for the environment they're in, the type of people they're around. I mean, if it's just as simple as somebody not making excuses, then, I mean, we would have been out of the bondage that a lot of us are in a long time ago. And I'm like, it's deeper than that. And some people, they hand really need to be held, you know? And sometimes people really need to, you know, like, I think a lot of times these people who have made it out of their hood or have gotten to a better place within their life, they just kind of feel like they can just talk at somebody and just tell them how to do it. And it's like, no, sometimes people need to actually see. You know, it's like, I don't know, we didn't really agree on the implementation of that. So we were talking all of this time, having these conversations, and towards the end of it, girl, he said that black people is not his people. And I was like, what? Who your people then? Because you're definitely black. Like, who your people? And he was like, everybody is his people. And then he kind of started saying like his circle is his people and stuff like that. And at that point, I had to end the conversation. Like, we had already been talking for some hours, and I was just like, aha, this makes sense. This is why it's not clicking. Because how can you be like, obviously you don't have any understanding for like the real black struggle, because you don't even think that you're black. Like, you don't even think the black people are your people, and they are. Like, it just kind of didn't make sense to me, you know? And I kind of, and at the same time as well, he was talking about like how he don't want to live in the States anymore. I can't remember how he worded this, y'all, but it was kind of like along the lines of like, basically like he just into foreign girls, okay? Which nothing's wrong with that. I feel like you love who you love. Nobody can really, like, you know, you got to live with these people. But at the same time, I don't know. I always feel a way about like black men who, it just kind of give me the vibe like, you would dog your own community. You know what I mean? I don't trust dudes like that, you know? Like, you would dog, like, because I feel like everybody has their people, you know? Whether you're Asian, whether you're white, whether you're Italian, Jewish, black, or what. But that does not mean that your people and my people can't align, or your people and my people can't come together. Like, we can, but at the same time, you know, I do have a people. Like, what's so, like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know how that didn't connect for him. And the crazy thing is, he's older, y'all. He's like 40 something. And I'm like, what is really going on with your thought process? What's going on? So I say that to say, y'all, that I don't know, this whole thing with love and things, it's just like, you gotta really be careful. You gotta be careful out in these streets, Cause these dudes, baby, you just never really know what you're dealing with, and you gotta ask questions. And I think this is why I love this prompt so much, because it really had me thinking today of like how my love life has started, you know? Charlie said he sounds like someone that lives in a bubble and not socially aware. I'm not gonna say that he lived. Maybe he lived in somewhat of a bubble, but he's not the only one that said something like that. Like the statement of like, cause somebody was saying, you know, people have been asking them like, where the black women at, you know, cause people are like, some people are traveling for different reasons, and some people are like, you know, I want to travel there, but like, where the black women and things like that. And their statement was like, well, I like all women, which is cool. You can like all women, but I think what bothered me is just like him saying that dating within his race is racist. And I don't think that, like, if you're a Jew and you want to date a Jew, that's not racist. If you're white and you want to date a white person, that's not racist. So why, as a black person wanting to date a black person, gotta be racist? It's not. You're gonna date whoever you love, and if you want to date within your community, that's, you can do that too. But I don't think that that's racist. Like, I don't know. So this is like the mentality that I was around. Like, it was like we had a good time. We all turned it, you know, like once you actually partying, it's like all thought process, opinions kind of go out the window. Everybody just having a good time. So we had a good time. But at the same time, when we had those little few conversations that we did have, I just was like, I don't agree with y'all. I don't. But it's interesting to see the traveling black man's opinion. Because I feel like a lot of black men be on this, you know? Like, I feel like what was so interesting to me is like that distinction of like, it's a lot of dope black women traveling who just dope, good energy, good genuine people, really on some good shit, really trying to live their best life, trying to grow, trying to get their hair up, trying to take care of their skin, trying to have some experiences, you know. And then it's like these black men traveling on some fuck shit, you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of feel like the irony of this all, like, you know. Not saying that all black men are traveling in this way, but I think a good chunk, because I've met more than a fair share, especially in Southeast Asia. I feel like the black guys were definitely on this type of wave. And you know, I think black men around the world sometimes are just like a real like hot commodity, because it's that stereotype, like big dicks and all that good jazz. So yeah. I'm like, black men, y'all gotta do better, yo. Y'all gotta do better. Um, Earl said there are definitely old fools too. Yep. Cause I was definitely thinking like, baby, you are too old to be thinking like this. And you over here trying to be in the community passing this type of stuff down the line. And it's like, even with him saying that he thought his people was his social community, like his inner circle, I'm like, how stupid does that sound? Like, yeah, you may have chosen to be friends with some Indians and some white people and some, you know, some Asian people, and that's your people, but that ain't your people. Come on, like, quit playing. And it's nothing, like, it's not like because you have a people that is something against anybody else. It's just not. It's just, I don't know where this, I don't know where this idea comes from. I don't know. I just think maybe it's just a lot of self-hate that these people haven't worked through. And they need to heal. They need to heal. They need to heal. And it's a lot of healing that needs to take place. Yes, but it's Jews. I must also say, y'all, a lot of the things here in Colombia are fresh. Like, they don't really be having preservatives in a lot of things. They don't be putting in a lot of chemicals and stuff like that. So things are a lot fresher here. I'm not gonna say it's fresher than Asia, but definitely fresher than America. So when I was thinking about this prompt and just like where, you know, how I be like the beginning of time of like when I started to feel love, or you know, I just realized like I think all of my love moments have been on some fuck shit. And I haven't really kind of thought about the second part of like what was my like how does this affect the way I love now. This is what I need to be thinking about next of like, okay, I realize now that the way that I've experienced love growing up hasn't been conducive to how I want to experience love, you know, because I don't know about y'all, I'm very visual, and I do love that like social media has started adding these save pages, like where you can save posts and stuff like that, because I've been starting like little visual albums, like, because I'm into like the whole vision board, but at the same time, sometimes I don't have time to sit down and cut out a magazine, or I might not even have those materials available to me as I'm traveling. Plus, taking a big ass board around, like, that ain't conducive to a traveler's life. So, right now I actually have a bunch of different albums on Facebook as well as on Instagram where I just post visuals of things that I want, and I do have a love album of like the type of love that I want to experience where I post little pictures. And I like thinking about this prompt and thinking about like how I see love, it isn't aligned. So I think I really do need to assess like how I have experienced love and how that is affecting my love life. Like, do I have a little cold shoulder? Am I looking at niggas like you ain't shit? Am I really giving them a full opportunity? You know, like, am I being truly open? You know, like, cause I think I'm open, but it's like you always can assess yourself and see if you really, really, really are, or if you know, or if some adjustments need to be made. So, I don't know. I thought this was a perfect prompt to be having. So, oh, my head, Lord. So, definitely, y'all, sign up for my girl if you want to catch the end of this quarter. She won't be hopping on again until I want to say sometime in June, but it's called Sage Yo Soul. SAGEYOSOUL. I had to think about that for a second. Um, y'all, I was trying to get my hair braided as well. Let's talk about my hair because since I'm taking it down, I was trying to get my hair braided in Medellin, and I didn't get it braided. I guess because it was so much going on, and I actually found a really good girl who braids. Like all her work look amazing. Like she is kind of like one of those Instagram braiders who like really got the technique down on like a bunch of different types of styles. But I was trying to book with her a couple of different times, girl. She was booked, okay? She was booked and busy. So it was hard to kind of get in with her. And then the last week, it just was so much going on, and I just really wasn't feeling like taking my hair down. So now I'm in Medellin, and I've been seeing a lot of people, a lot of braids everywhere. Like, but I felt like the people who had braids in Medellin, their braids looked a little better. Cause like here, like for instance, like with box braids, how we would normally braid them down so that they look feathered like this. The braids that I'm seeing in Cartagena and in Barranquilla, it's like just a blunt cut. Like they had cut it and just put a little rubber band like at the end. It don't really look that great, but they look better in they looked better, like it looked like better quality braids in Medellin. But I don't know who's braiding hair here because I feel like I don't know where to get the hair at here. I went to a spa earlier today, which actually I'm going to share with you guys in the ebook that I'm working on now. But and I think it's probably going to be free, so don't even worry about all of that. But I found a spa, and it was a really good price, y'all. Like I paid like $37 for the spa and the jacuzzi, but apparently they do nails, they do hair, they braid hair. And they sold a little hair. They had some braiding hair there, which I was gonna try to buy, but they didn't have my color. So I know that they sell hair here. Braids here are a big thing because everybody be having their hair braided, even like, you know, like Colombian girls with like more finer textures. Like even them, everybody be having their hair braided. So I just gotta find another girl. I actually messaged the girl who's gonna braid my hair in Medellin and asked her if she knows anybody in Cartagena. So I'm waiting for her to respond. But if not, I'm just probably gonna go on a hunt for hair and probably braid my own hair, because I can do my own hair, y'all. Like I've worked in salons before. My mom used to do my, like, when I was younger and my mama still liked me, she used to braid my hair all the time. And I used to braid hair a lot too when I was in CPS. Like when I first went to CPS, girl, I used to be braiding everybody's hair. But I don't know why I never really picked it up like as a trade or anything. I don't know. Like this is part of the reason why I'm gonna go back to America and go ahead and get my cosmetology license over the summer, because I just kind of feel like I have so many skills. I really am good at a lot of shit, and I need to start cashing in. I need to start cashing in on my blessings and what the Lord has blessed me with. So yeah, I'm gonna go get it. So I gotta find some hair around this piece. I did have a friend who's coming here, so I was thinking about asking her to bring me some hair and just giving her the money when she gets here. But I need to hit her up again, because it's like I went to Carnival and I lost track of time. I need some help, y'all. Like I really am trying to get my routine down, but it's like, girl, I ain't getting nothing done over that time. Like I only thing I did do a little bit was like reading my classwork for I had a lot of class readings that I'm still working on, so that's really the main thing that I was able to finish. But girl, I got a lot of things that I did not do. And now this week I feel so tired, because one, y'all know I had fucked up my leg trying to do a split dance battling with the little Colombian girls in Barranquilla. And this was part of the reason why I had to go to the spa today, because I was just like, yo, I need to soak in some hot water. And they don't really have bathtubs here. They don't, like, I haven't had a bathtub yet, even when I stayed in this really nice area, and I like paid a lot of money to stay in this place. Still no bathtub. And I'm really trying to figure out what's going on with the hot water. Like, does this country not have hot water? Like, what is really, like, I got some questions, because my first couch surfing host, not couch surfing, that was Airbnb, I didn't have hot water at his house, and it was real kind of miserable, because it's like it was cold in Medellin to be having cold water, and it's cold outside. Like it just wasn't it. And even when I booked that place, I booked a hotel, like a nice hotel in El Poblado, which is kind of like a tourist area. And I was thinking, like, granted, I booked this so that I could have hot water, and so that I could, like, ooh, that looked like it had a little damage. And it's knotted a little bit, and I don't know how I'm gonna get that out. But the hot water at this hotel wasn't like hot. You know, like how you think you're gonna go to a place and have just some steaming good glorious hot water. Like it was hot, like it was more like lukewarm. It was like lukewarm water. And I paid a lot for that place. Like I'm not gonna say I paid how long I stayed? I stayed for a weekend. I think it was like $150. Yeah, about $150. So I say that to say I also came to Cartagena. The place that I'm at now, like it's a modern little like, even though I kind of feel like I'm in like the hood a little bit, y'all. I think I'm in the hood, which is cool. Like I'm cool with living around the locals, but the apartment itself that I'm staying in is actually a nice little modern place. Like they got a whole pool, they have a whole, you know, workout center and everything, but the water is still cold here. And when I was in Barranquilla, I was staying at a place and the water was cold there too. So I'm just like, do the country not get like real hot water? Like, are y'all don't have water heaters, or what is going on? Like, I don't really know. I don't really know, but I'm needing like a whole hot ass bath, you know? Like, I'm really missing hot water. I'm really missing hot water because even out of the sinks, like, it's like I'm not experiencing hot water in any of these places. In any of these places. Girl, what time is it? I don't want to be up forever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to message my friend and be like, girl, where am I gonna find this hair at? This is the only thing about like keeping hair in for too long is like you gotta be careful about taking care of it when you're getting a new growth, because it will definitely mat up on you, or you'll definitely get you know, a few knots, and you gotta be careful taking it out. This is why I'm really feeling a way that I cannot find that rat tail comb, because all of this needs to be combed out, like, and I feel like I'm gonna have to come back and comb it out. I feel away. Damn. Damn, Gina. Damn. Damn, Gina. I actually just bought a personal reading from this girl from I normally don't be buying personal readings from people, y'all, because normally I can do my own personal reading. Like, I'm not the most advanced tarot card reading. Like, I've done one reading for somebody else. Earl said, wear it natural, you are beautiful, it will be easy to pull it off. Thank you, Earl. I appreciate that. And I do wear it natural sometimes, but natural hair sometimes also is a lot to take care of. And I just feel like, you know, sometimes I just be needing a break. And this is why I got these braids before I left, because I wanted to have like a good, you know, 3 months where I didn't have to worry about it. But I feel like I'm definitely gonna wear it natural at least for the next week, maybe 2. I don't know. It depends on like if I can find some hair, and if I can't find a braider, but if I can find some hair, I'll just braid it again before I get to Peru, because just the way I'm traveling, you know, I just need it to be kind of like already in a style that can kind of take care of itself, you know. Damn, I hate that this one wants to mat. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely go get me a red tail comb tomorrow. I might just go to that lady and let her do me some do like a halo braid on my natural hair. That might be cute. She don't even gotta add no hair into it. It could be nice and popping. Yeah, we got it. Crazy story, y'all. I had a manic moment during college. Oh girl, it was dirty. My hair is dirty. Girl, they threw so much stuff on my hair. In Barranquilla, they throw a lot of flour, and I don't really know what the significance of it is. I need to ask one of my Colombian friends from there. But like, part of that celebration, you will see like people in all white, and just, you know, just like all this powder that they throwing on everybody, or they'll just slap you in the face with it, or offer you a drink and slap you in the face with it after you take the drink. So literally, if y'all see the picture of this video, my hair is covered in flour. It's covered in flour. And this is part of the reason why I feel like it definitely was time to take this out, because my hair just stinks. It's like I washed it. I washed all the flour out. I washed it with shampoo and everything, and it still just stank. It stank. And I'm just like, oh no. I like to smell good, so I gotta take this shit out. So yeah, I wasn't feeling it. How many places do you travel to in 12-month period? I'm not that type of traveler that hits a lot of, I'm not that type of traveler that's like, I gotta hit this many number of places, because that's just not my style. I travel a lot slower. I like to travel trains and buses so I can really experience the people and the land and really connect on with the culture, you know. So like, you know, it ain't really my goal to like hit 30 or whatever specific number of places. Like, I just kind of be going with the flow. I think this year I'm gonna probably hit a lot more places than I did last year. Like, last year my base was in Vietnam. For the last 2 years my base was in Vietnam, so I spent the most of the time there, and I did a lot of traveling throughout Vietnam. And then I would hit like my regular places like Bangkok or Cambodia, but I really didn't travel out of Vietnam that often because it was a lot that I wanted to see that was in Vietnam. But this year is gonna be a lot more happening because the plan was 6 months. Something just bit the shit out of my hand. The plan was 6 months in 6 months in Latin America. I think this year I'm just on a timeline because it's like different things that is happening this year that kind of put me on a timeline. Normally I don't have a timeline. Normally I'm just traveling with all the time in the world. But like I said, I'm going home for the summer because the summer time is when I'm going to be starting my cosmetology program. And you know, normally the cosmetology program is 1 full year, but I found a program at a community college. Like I said, I have a tuition waiver, so I ain't got to pay for it, so praise God. This is why I'm going to a community college. And they're willing to break it up for me so I don't have to take it concurrently or like straight through. I'll be able to just come home for the summer and do my program. So for the next 3 summers, I will be home for the full summer. And this kind of works for me as well because I realized after I came home this year, I just was like, you know, I'm realizing that I have a lot more family that I didn't know that I want to connect with. And then the family that I do know, they're getting older. And I want to, you know, like, I don't want to look back and feel like I missed out on having time with them and things like that. So I do want to be coming home at least once a year moving forward. So that's what's going to be happening. So that kind of put me on a little bit of a timeline because this program starts in June. Like, I think it starts June the 3rd and it goes until August. So that's when I'm going to be in the States. So I just kind of felt like first 6 months of the year, I'm going to do South America. I'm gonna go home for the summer, so I'll be home for the full summer. And then after that, I'm gonna go back to Asia for a little bit, not for too long, just a little bit, because there's a makeup program there. And I kind of still feel like I like to get education in my craft, so I'm always looking for one-on-one sessions with dope makeup artists who I feel like have a better skill than me, or, you know, makeup courses in different places. Like, I definitely see that I will eventually be doing makeup school in Europe, like all over the world basically. So the first school that I'm gonna go to out of the country is gonna be in Bangkok, and that's gonna happen after the summer. And then after that, the end of the year, I kind of got a free 3 months. I don't have any plan for that last 3 months, but I'm kind of leaning towards making my way to Africa. I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see. So, hey Tulip, Tulip Grade Design, what's poppin'? Earl the Pearl, are you still teaching? I am. I'm teaching online though. I'm teaching with VIP Kid, and well, I have a contract with Dada ABC, and Say ABC been emailing me about finishing my interview or finishing my application process. But honestly, I don't have enough time for all three. I really have only been having enough time for VIP Kid. But it is a training that I haven't done. It's a training that I haven't done that I need to do with VIP Kids. So it's like I've been getting classes. Ah, the braider just messaged me, but I don't think she know anybody in Cartagena. So I've been getting booked, but I don't feel like my bookings are a lot right now because it's like a trial training. Like when you first get hired with VIP Kid, they will give you classes, but you do have to do the training. Like the training really gets you booked faster. And the thing about the trial training, so trial training basically is like you're doing trial classes with kids who are trying out the program. So these are first time students. They've never probably been on the platform before, or maybe they've taken one other trial class and they're trying to see if they like the program and if their parent wants to sign them up. So with those type of classes, they're a lot more frequent than normal regular students, because most of the regular students already have their favorite teacher who they like to go to. And sometimes they teacher may cancel and you may get one of their students, or sometimes it's like a parent who doesn't go to a regular teacher. They always just, hop around to different teachers. But the main way that you build up your schedule and you get those students is by trial classes. And I have not completed that training. So it's like I'm getting booked, but I'm not getting booked as much as I know that I could be. But it kind of is working for me because I'm still figuring out my routine. Like this is the first, like I've been, this is kind of the first moment of me getting to this point of my travels, where I don't necessarily need to be teaching, but I want to be teaching a little bit. Like the extra coin would definitely help me out, but this is the first moment in my travel journey that I've really had the finances to take care of myself fully without having to work. Like, because I don't really have to work with anybody as long as I keep my budget. But at the same time, I'm also building my brand. I'm in school full time right now, but this is the first semester as well that I'm with. Like I did this is my third semester, but I did my first 2 semesters with an online school called Walden University. And their program, I love Walden. Like I really wish Walden was a Texas-based school so that I can go to them for free, because I like the way that their structure is set up. Like you don't take more than one class at one time, but the classes are faster. Like you normally have a class within 8 weeks. So for 8 weeks, you take one class. So it's basically like the semester is just broken down. So you're not taking all of these classes at once, and you really can focus on one class. It happens kind of quick. Before you know it, the semester's over, And I feel like even just their platform is a lot more simple, and it's a whole better school. But the school that I'm at now is Stephen F. Austin, and it's online, so I'm doing it online. But I've been turning in my papers, y'all. I've been turning, like the first couple of things I turned in late, but like everything else I've been turning in on time. Like I kind of got my schedule together of like what I need to do, and my grades still ain't been great. And I need to go back to the feedback and figure that out, because I still got 2 months, so I need to bring that up to a B, because you cannot be in grad school with anything less than a B. Like you will get kicked out the program. So it's something needs to happen there. But this is all part of the reason why I'm not really upset about not getting all the bookings in the world with VIP Kid, because I'm still figuring my life out. I'm still figuring out this routine, or just my day-to-day as a full-time student, as a full-time entrepreneur, as a full-time YouTuber. Like it's a lot of full-time shit happening here, and I'm just like, how, Lord, help me figure out the time. Jesus. Like I really was thinking today, I was like, because y'all know I ended up getting a personal assistant, and I haven't used them yet. I'm going to actually send them some assignments this coming week. And somebody said, what is my... Arlisa, did I say that right? What's your major? My major's mass communication. My undergrad was fashion merchandising. So yeah, I think all this goes really well with the journey that I'm in, because even like the classes, like right now I'm taking a media law class, and it definitely is very, very relevant to me being in social media, me building a brand for YouTube, for social media, blog, all that thing, like, is so perfect for what I'm doing right now. That's what I majored in too. You majored in fashion merchandising? Are you majored in mass communication? Which one? Yeah, I like fashion, and I always kind of been on some business stuff, you know. I'm like, I'm trying to own my own stuff. I can't work for these people. Oh, mass comm. Yes, yes. Turn up. You're doing your masters, or you're doing your are you doing your undergrad? Which one? So it's like these classes. It's just like I'm still figuring it out. And I was thinking today, I was like, I might need to have somebody assess my time. Because I've been really working towards managing my time well. And I feel like sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. Because I'm definitely the type of person where I'm a little bit type A and I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. But I'm also like, I could work for like 3, 4, 5 days straight, but then I have a burnout, you know what I mean? And then I might need a break for like a week. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of part of the journey with my editing right now. Like, I feel like I'm burnt out with editing, and I'm trying to like get myself back in that groove of editing videos, because it's like I feel really burnt out. Like, some elements of my business is just like, I don't know if I need to outsource a lot of things, because I just feel like I feel spread thin. I feel a little spread thin, and I'm just like, I gotta figure this out, because this is not my entrepreneur life. Like, my entrepreneur life is a little bit less stress, you know, and I need to figure out how my time needs to work for me. You know, like, what's gonna be best suited for me? Like, is it gonna be like where I work for 3 weeks and then I'm off a week, or is it gonna be like I work 3 days, I'm off 3 days, or how? I gotta figure out what works for me. And I've been kind of testing out a couple of different things. Like, I do love using a bullet journal. Things, certain little things I've been finding that have been helping me. But I was thinking today, I was like, yo, I may need to have my assistant kind of, plan out my schedule for me. Maybe I need to have a time management specialist plan out my schedule for me. I need some other input, because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm doing research and I'm doing all this other stuff, and I'm like, this is too much. This is too much. I ain't got all the time in the world. It's only me. That's what I got my bachelor's in. Turn up. I wonder how it, well, I probably already know, because I feel like my professors, they cool and all. I just don't know why I took 3 classes this semester, because I think 3 classes is too much. 3 classes is too much for sure. Like, I definitely felt overwhelmed when the shit popped off. I was like, oh Lord, wait. And whenever you're doing your masters, you have a lot of readings, like a lot of chapters you gotta read, plus all these writings. But thank God, my media law class, all we have to do is test, multiple choice test. Praise God. But I do gotta make sure I finish those readings, because yeah, she be having a lot. It's like 4 chapters for each test, and the chapters be kind of long. And I was mad because that's the only book that is not digital. That's the only book that is not digital, and I feel away, because basically during the beginning of my master's program, I ended up finding out that my Mac computer has a reading element, which helped me so much during my first 2 semesters. As soon as I found that, I was like, God, thank you. Because doing all these readings, sometimes it's just so much. It's like I get so tired. Like, I just realize, and I'm tired of looking at this page. And even like on a regular basis, like, I like reading books, and even when I was younger, I loved to read books and flip through a page. But I've definitely transitioned to more audiobooks. Like, audiobooks are my thing. So I love being able to have my textbook on the computer where I could actually do a little audio version. But with my media law class, it's the only class that does not have the book online. So I actually got to read these chapters. So it takes some time. So that's the only thing that I was able to finish over the time while I was in Carnival, because remember I took the bus. So that was like 2-hour bus ride there and a 2-hour bus ride back, and I just used that time to read some chapters. But I still ain't finished them all. Girl, that's me too. I get obsessed with something and then I'll hit a slump. I know exactly how you feel with editing videos, and that's what I love to do the most. Yeah, I like the process of editing, because I don't know, I just feel like by the end of it, it really always amazes me how well I end up editing my videos. And then it kind of just, it's such a memory for me. Maybe that's why I be acting like a perfectionist as well. I don't know what it is, but I gotta find some simpler ways to do it. I just keep remembering one of my undergrad college professors, and the saying that she used to say about just keeping it simple, and I'm trying to, implement that element in my life, because I'm just like, I want to live a cool, peaceful life. Like, I want to make sure I'm getting things done, but I want it to be a little bit smoother, Like, my work front right now, I kind of feel like my to-do list be, like, heavy. And I want it to be more conducive to the type of life that I want to live. But I'm still figuring that out. 3 GAD classes in 1 semester. God bless you. Hello, can we praise God? I definitely, like, after the semester started, I was like, bitch, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, girl, I don't know if y'all be talking to y'all self, but I be talking to my damn self. I be like, girl, look, hey, first of all, what we gonna do? But I definitely had a little moment with myself. I was like, bitch, we never doing this again. Quit playing games. Like, I feel like 2 classes is still a lot, but I could have pulled 2 classes easier. But this 3, oh, that should beat my ass down in the first the first month of school. I'm so glad that I stayed in Medellin. Like, this is all kind of like, I don't regret being in Medellin for that long, because I needed that time. Like, girl, I cannot imagine if I had been hopping around at the same time that these classes were starting. Because I had like a little, like, I feel like even when I started at Walden, I had a learning curve, because I had to figure out how, like, it's like, oh, all this information in 8 weeks, which was faster, but I think I liked it better that way. And I feel like my professors at Walden, they didn't really care when I turned things in, as long as everything got turned in before the last day of the semester. Whereas with Stephen F. Austin, they got these timelines, these deadlines, and they are not playing with my ass with these deadlines. And I'm sometimes not good with deadlines. Like, I be procrastinating sometimes. It's a lot of things. We're getting better. We're working on our life. So I'm thinking that I thought today, I was like, yo, I need to get a specialist who can help me manage my time, because I'm trying to figure it out, and it ain't really, it's like not where it needs to be. It's like I'm figuring it out. I'm finding elements that are working for me, but just as a whole, it's not where it needs to be. And I need to get my timeline at a better place. So over the next week, that's what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to probably try to do it with my personal assistant first, and see if my virtual assistant can, like, if I can just give them, this is all the things that I do, because I do have a list. Because when I was thinking about use that, like, what do I actually do, and what of these things can actually be outsourced. So I was looking for a virtual assistant, and I was thinking about all those things. So I really just want to kind of give them the list of, like, this is all the stuff that needs to happen. Can you manage that time for me? Like, do me a little timetable of, like, what needs to be done when. So that we can work, so we can get things done, but so we can also have a break, and we can also enjoy our life and enjoy our travels, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to live my best life. That's all. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate you guys. Everybody who's in the chat right now, if you haven't thumbs up the video, if you can take a moment and do that, I appreciate you, because that really helps me out so much. Okay, that really helps me out when you thumbs up these videos. Even if you decide to share them with your friends, I appreciate you. But the biggest thing, thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up. Thank you guys. Thanks for the love. So yeah, that's my ministry right now, y'all. Trying to get my routines together. This is the biggest thing. Even me and my accountability partner. Have you, wait, I wonder if you guys have an accountability partner, or have you guys ever thought about having an accountability partner? This is my first year having one, and I do feel like she has been helping, like we've been helping each other. I think it's great to have somebody who, you know, who can make sure that you actually getting things done from week to week, or however often you guys meet. Me and my accountability partner meet every 2 weeks, and we actually have like a little Google document that we use that we keep track of like all of our goals for this year and things like that. And you can have more than one accountability partner. Actually, the girl that I met, the black girl that I met in Barranquilla, we were talking today, and she was like, we should definitely be accountability partners as well. But I think it'll be great, because it's like my first accountability partner, we're not in the same industry. Like we align because we both kind of are. She does a lot of like nonprofit stuff, like community type of. She does like a lot of community type work, you know, like working with the youth and things like that. And that is like an area that I'm eventually going to be making my way into. So it's like our mindsets kind of aligned in certain ways, but we're not really in the same field. But I think it's good to have an accountability partner that aligns with your career path, and one that does not, because sometimes you need different perspectives. So yeah, I'm very interested to see, like, to connect with some other bloggers, other YouTubers. I have connected with some YouTubers in the past, but y'all, I just realized YouTube be having a lot of drama. Even like recently, I don't know if you guys know, what's this girl name? It's a girl who does reaction videos on YouTube. Her name is Diamond Dynasty. She funny. She real funny. And a lot of times, well, recently she's been doing a lot of videos over, what's this girl name? She been doing a lot of videos about Dymo. Y'all remember Dymo and Chrissy, the gay couple that like had a baby together? It's like a lesbian couple, but then they eventually broke up because the girl like cheated on her or whatever. Girl, I need a red tail comb, and my hair is a little matty. Oy. Oh Lord, help me. Y'all, I need all y'all hands right now. I need all y'all hands. This is the one thing I miss about, you know, being in group homes. Like, I used to always have a bunch of people who could like help me take my hair down. But she did basically it's some drama happening in the YouTube world right now, because Damo just put out this music video, which actually was kind of cute. Like, Damo not with Chrissy anymore, and baby, Damo has fully embraced her feminine side. Like, normally she be like real like tomboyish, real like manly with it, but like now she has flipped it, and she look cute, like cute as fuck. And she just put out this really cute video, like she into music, she, you know, pursuing her career a little bit more. But apparently she decided to do like some fake storyline for Instagram with this other guy, for YouTube, with this other guy who's on YouTube. and the guy was dating Coriana. I can't remember how to pronounce her last name, but Jayla been on YouTube for a long time. I used to follow her when I was in college. Like, she just kind of has been like well, at first she started by documenting her college journey and just kind of grew from there. But like, basically in a nutshell, it's a whole lot of fucking drama. And I'm just like, I gotta be careful about the type of YouTubers that I'm working with, because even in the past, I'm just like, I've met different YouTubers, and I realize in the end, I'm like, we don't really align. Not to say that we won't align later on in the future, but as of now, we don't align. And I don't know. I'm just like real cautious about the type of energy and the type of people that I'm allowing around me, because people really do sometimes be doing anything to be famous on YouTube or famous on social media. So yeah, all these spaces, you gotta be careful, girl. You gotta be careful. Ooh, girl, my fucking hair stank. Girl, my hair stank. I can't wait to wash it and put a little mask on it and probably trim my ends, because I think my ends definitely probably are going to need to be trimmed after this. I can't tell y'all how sad I am that I don't have a rat tail comb, because I'm telling you, I like to go ahead and comb out those I like to comb out those knots and comb out like that product buildup while I'm doing it, because I just feel like it saves time versus having to go back later, which is what I'm gonna have to do since I don't have a rat tail comb, and doing it later. Ugh. But I'm really glad to be taking this out. And maybe that's why I've been kind of feeling like a little bit like, ugh, because my hair, like when your hair is not clean or your hair is not like done and your space is clean, it's like these are things that really affect your energy. So I felt like it was time, because at first I was just like, I don't know if I want to this got to come out now. And that's what happened tonight. I was like, it needs to come out now. I'm tired of carrying this around. The energy of it is weighing me down. So I already feel free. But you know what too? It's not really a big deal if I can't find hair, y'all, because I did bring my wig with me. I have my braided wig, and I brought 2 drawstrap ponytails. So I'm gonna be cute either way. Either way it go, I'm gonna be cute. Okay? Okay. Okay. Oy. One time for my hair growing. Girl, one time for my husband when he get me. He gonna get some dope, honey. He not even gonna be ready. He not gonna be ready. He gonna be ready for this greatness. Hello, let me change that. He's definitely gonna be ready for this greatness, but he's gonna be shocked. He gonna be like, oh, goddamn, what I do to deserve this, Lord? What did I do to deserve this awesome ass woman? That's what he gonna be. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be some greatness. And yes, for our little chocolate babies. Well, I don't know. Well, we gonna have some chocolate babies, but I don't know. Girl, one time I got a reading from one of my psychic friends. I feel like if you ever have a psychic, it should be somebody who you're really connected with. Like, not just some random ass person on the street. But she did a reading for me, and she said my husband was not black. That kind of makes me nervous. It doesn't make me nervous, but it kind of makes me like intrigued to see what he actually gonna be, like who he gonna be, what he gonna be, how he gonna be, what his personality is. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm interested. I'm interested. It was good talking to you. I'm tapping out. Have a great night. Have a good night. Yeah, it's getting late. It's like 11:38 here. And I don't know what time it is there. Isn't the time I'm gonna be shifting soon? Girl, all these ones like right in the back is matted. I feel like the ones in the back is the ones that kind of, like maybe the braid slides quicker than the other ones. So I'm gonna have to put a little work on the back ones. But I'm very happy that this hair is finally coming out. The only thing that will make this better is a hot, hot, hot ass shower. But we gonna rock with what we got. We gonna rock with what we got. Rock with what we got. I'm probably gonna make a mask though. I do like they have a lot of aloe vera around here. Like I feel like when I'm traveling long term, I don't really travel with a lot of hair products, you know? Like I have a good amount, but at the same time, I like to do a lot of natural treatments on my hair. So, and I try to keep it super, super simple, y'all. Like, I'm not with having a big, complicated hair routine. Like, I need it to be simple. That's not something that I really want to be dealing with. And I also, what I wanted to do this summer that I didn't do? I wanted to go to a natural hairstylist because I've never been to one. Plus, I just feel like, when you're traveling for so long, like it's nice to kind of check in with somebody who this is their specialty and let them just do a nice little treatment, do a nice little trim. Even like having the option to steam my hair because I used to steam my hair a lot. And since I've been traveling, only time I steam my hair now is like if I can find a spa with a steam room, then I'll go to the spa. I'll take me a little leave-in conditioner and I'll be steaming my body and steaming my hair at the same time. Um, so this summer, that's on my bucket list for the summer in America to hit up a natural hair stylist. I really want to see what they think the condition of my hair is at and what like tips or things that they would recommend for me moving forward, especially like with my lifestyle. Hey J Kurt, what's poppin'? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. I'm literally taking down my hair. I just did Carnival in Barranquilla, which is in Colombia. If you guys haven't been to Carnival in Barranquilla, y'all should go, yo. It was lit, okay? Like, granted, this was my first Carnival ever, and it is also on my bucket list to experience Carnival all over the world. Like, I need to go to Carnival in Jamaica. I need to go to Carnival in Turks and Caicos, in the Caribbean. Like, I need to go wherever Carnival is in the world. I need to experience it. But as this being like the first one that I've experienced, like, it was so dope. It was so dope. Like, it was so dope. And like I said, y'all, it wasn't that expensive. Like, granted, it was more than you would normally pay because it's high season in Barranquilla around that time. So, I how much did I pay? My room per night was $25 a night. So it's real, like it was more expensive than she would normally be charging for that room, but it still wasn't that much. And I had my own room. I had my own bathroom. And what else? I'm trying to think what else. It was a cool little setup. Like I did film that for you guys as well. This is something that's going to be coming out this coming week or before this weekend. This week is up. It was a few kinks with this place, but as a whole, I feel like, I was comfortable. I didn't have any issues. And the place was actually kind of cute. So I think Ace hooked me up in a nice way. Because honestly, but like whenever you go into a place and you don't know if they have, if you don't know if they have any accommodations, or let's say they don't, you just have to ask people. Like, you gotta get into some Facebook groups, you gotta connect with other travelers and be like, hey, where you staying, do they have any availability? Because that's kind of what happened. Like, all of the availability was booked. Like, booking.com, nothing. Hostelworld.com, nothing. Like, all of the booking sites for Barranquilla during Carnival around the time that I decided that I was gonna go had nothing. It had nothing. So you see, I'm just literally, I'm taking them down, but since I don't have a comb, I'm kind of breaking up that product buildup. So later on, it'll be a little bit easier for me to go back in and comb my hair out, because I always, like, after I take down braids, I always detangle my hair first while it's dry. Like, not really detangle it, but I like to comb through all the hair just to kind of get that buildup out and get any like loose hair, because you know, when your hair is in braids, it doesn't really have an opportunity to properly shed. So all of the hair that would have been shedding while your hair was loose is just kind of matted and stuck up in your hair. So you really have to make sure you're combing your hair out after your braids, after you're taking them down, before you start to wash them, or before whatever treatment you put in. Because if you don't and you just go straight into the shower, like, you're gonna have a lot more damage, and you're gonna have a lot more of your hair just matting up even worse, you know. So to avoid that, even if you don't have a comb, you can still break up that break up that product break up that product buildup. And then I'm gonna just, I don't know, girl, I haven't seen any type of hair beauty supply thing or anything. I haven't seen even a place that sells just women products at all since I've been in Cartagena, or even Barranquilla. I didn't see anything. I saw a few places in Medellin. None of them sold hair, but they sold like hair products. They sold like makeup and stuff, because you know, the women here in Colombia really like beauty. Like, beauty is a big thing here, but at the same time, it feels like, I guess I gotta get hip to where they go to get all their stuff, because it doesn't seem like it's just out in the open, you know. Like, maybe they go into somebody's house. I don't know, but I'm gonna definitely hit up some of my Colombian friends, some of the Colombian females that I know, and be like, girl, where do I go to find some combs? Because I definitely need a red tail comb. Where do I go to find some braiding hair? Like, where do I go? I'm gonna have to get into the little Facebook groups and find out the tea. But I think I loved having these twists. These are like my favorite little style. I love braids, y'all. I'm like such a Brandy when it comes to hair. Like, y'all know Brandy the singer, how she be having all the cute like braided and twisted styles. Like, I love that. Oh my God, my friend is getting married in January. So this is also part of the reason why I needed to come home for the summer, because she's having her she's actually planning it so that I can make it. She's planning it around the time that I'm gonna go home so that I can make it to the bridal shower. And then her wedding's gonna be in January. So that's why I'm on a timeline this year, because it's like things are happening that I need to be at in America at certain points. But I kind of feel like I'm gonna give me some weave, girl, for the bridal shower, because I haven't had like a proper weave in a long time. And I'm like, I like to have, I like my natural hair and I like natural styles, but I also like to switch it up with a nice weave here and there. So, and I don't know, this wedding for me kind of feels like a class reunion, because this is like one of my really good friends from college. Yeah, hello. This is one of my really good friends from college. And like I said, y'all, I always was low key in college. So it's like people saw me, people knew of me, But like my circle was real small. Like I literally had like my two friends that I fuck with on a regular. Everybody else, like I would be real cordial. Like if we were in an organization or something, like I was active on campus, but at the same time, I just was kind of in my own little world. So I just kind of feel like a lot of people from college, they really didn't experience me or my energy, and they kind of just had like their own little assumptions of who they thought I was or whatever. But this kind of seems like, just one of those like you going back for the class reunion, but you got your shit together. That's how it feels to me. That's how it feels to me, because I know I'm gonna see a hella lot of people from college, because this particular friend of mine, she just real like social. She's the one who used to do hair on campus, and she just real social. Like we used to be in we used to be in so I used to be on a step team, y'all. I was actually trying to link up with all of my old stepsisters before I left home in December, but it just didn't work out. I wanted to do a little video for you guys of like one of our popular steps that we used to do, because we actually won competitions. Like we was popping, okay? And I don't know. I'm gonna try to link up with them again this summer, because I'm gonna be home like for a longer period of time. So maybe I'll be able to do a little video with them. I don't know. But this particular friend who's getting married, she's real social. Like literally, like she knew everybody on the campus. Everybody on campus. She knew everybody. So I know her wedding is gonna be big as fuck, and I just feel like this is gonna be like, those people that just like everybody fuck with. She one of those people. She's one of those people that just like everybody fuck with her. So I know her wedding's gonna be popping, and I'm excited about it. I guess when you kind of got your shit together a little bit better than you had in college, you are or high school, you kind of be excited about or about these type of reunions. Did you ever want to join a sorority? Said Jazz. I did. I don't know if you saw that video, but I was actually. Mm, I don't really know if I could talk about this with y'all yet. I don't know if I could really talk about this yet, but I did, and I tried, and it wasn't successful. Let me just keep it that simple. It wasn't successful, but it was out of my control. Yeah. So, I don't know moving forward. Like, I don't know. I think part of it as well was very divine, because it was not successful. I left the country. This was the very first time that I left the country, was when I went to Jamaica. And that really changed the trajectory of my life, where I just really realized, like, I've been traveling all of my life, and I want to travel more. Like how I said, I've traveled so much in Texas from home to home, and realizing that correlation and that connection. So because this was something that I really wanted, and I really was passionate about it, and it wasn't successful, and it was something so far out of my control. Like it just was so far out of my control. Like it was nothing that I could have done differently on my end for it to have been a better outcome. But because of that, it kickstarted my travels. So I just feel like it was divine, and it like that wasn't my time to join. But I don't know. I was kind of sad after, so I was kind of just like, I've always kind of been like, if I can't get into the sorority that I wanted to be in, I'm not going for any other one, because I just kind of, like that's not where my heart is at. Like my heart is with this particular sorority. So I don't know, after college I did a couple of things because I wanted to go grad, but then it just didn't feel right for me. But recently I found out about some other options, like, because I still kind of talk to some of the girls who were gonna bring me on, and I still talk to, like, every chapter has like what do they call them? I can't remember the name of this person, like what their title is, but they're like, basically there's a person, it's a person who kind of guides the chapter, and they are like, damn, the advisor, that's what they call them. They're the advisor, so they're normally, they already been in the chapter for a while, they're active in the grad chapter, they probably even came through this particular chapter, you know, in the past. So I still talk to, you know, all the advice. Like, I don't really talk that much to the people who would have brought me in. Like, we still connected on Facebook and stuff like that, but they, like, you know, like, people just, you know, living their lives and stuff. But I still am very connected to my advisors. And I recently was talking to one of them, and she told me about some different opportunities available for me as they kind of correlate with the lifestyle that I have now. So I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, y'all. I might actually end up making it across the sands, the Bernie sands, but as of now, it hasn't been successful. Um, Jazz said, because I feel as though I'm going to miss out on being a college student when I leave. I mean, Jazz, you don't have to travel the whole time. You could just travel during the summer. You know what I mean? Cause nobody really be in school anyways for the summer. But I mean, I can't tell you that, like, you're gonna miss out on something, or, you know, it's like everybody gotta walk their journey. You gotta walk yours. You gotta figure out what is right for you, and you gotta find where your balance lies. And if you want those type of things, like, you know, like, if you want to be in a sorority, then you're definitely gonna have to be home a little bit more. Like, I think you're not gonna be able to do, like, you know, like, you gotta find your balance. Cause if you're gonna be in a sorority, you do want to be active. You know what I mean? And I personally feel like, I think that was the thing that broke my heart a lot, because it was so out of my control, and I feel like the grad experience versus the undergrad experience is different, and I just think the undergrad experience, I'm not gonna say it's better, but sometimes it has a lot more opportunity to build more authentic sisterhood. Grad school does, but it's just in a different way, you know, because people grown and trying to live their lives and stuff like that. But yeah, if you want to join a sorority, then yeah, girl, just travel during the summer. You can still do your classes online. They still have summer school. You know, you don't gotta do it any type of way. Like, you ain't gotta, you know, you gotta make your own route. Make your own route, girl, and do what you want to do. But be discreet. I don't know. I would say, you didn't ask for no advice, but I'm gonna give you some. If you're trying to join a sorority, you need to be discreet. And I think if you're flying out during the summer and you posting about this type of stuff, this is gonna make you a little bit more marketable. Like, you know, it's gonna make you know, because I feel like with sororities, I don't know what school you're at the, I can't remember what school. I think you're at a community college right now, right? Or I can't remember where you're at right now. But a lot of times sororities are looking for members who are going to elevate their chapter. You know what I mean? And being a traveler, that's something that can elevate somebody. You know what I mean? Because you're getting experiences and things that other people won't be getting. Building a business for sure. Yeah, I used to want to do that, but now my mind and focus is on travel. Yeah, and building a business. Yeah. It's like different people have different things. I think for me, definitely I was like I wanted to join a sorority in my undergrad. It just didn't work out in that way. But I think, it worked out in the way that it was supposed to. So, and it's possible to find balance. Like you can have everything that you want, You got to just find your balance. You got to just find your balance, boo. But it's possible. It is. But you definitely got to be discreet and you got to be, it's like you got to make yourself valuable. But this is with most things, but I feel like a lot of times people don't really think about that with sororities. They just kind of feel like, oh, I'm cool or some shit, or oh, I'm popular, or oh, I want this, or oh, I want that, which there are goals and different reasons why people join sororities, or things that they want to receive from these type of sororities. Sometimes, sisterhood, sometimes the fame of being part of the popular crowd, sometimes other things, but I feel like people also should be thinking about how they can be valuable to the sorority, because I feel like if you're discreet, and because you got to be discreet, like if you're trying to join a black sorority, you can't be out here being all like, like you gotta be discreet, because if not, they not gonna act, they just not. And I feel like if you know who the members are, finding out like what type of organizations they're in that you also can align with. Like for me, at the time, like I was in organizations by my, see, okay, so the way that I kind of showed my value, and I didn't even realize this at the time, but like I was in different organizations on campus that were, like BSA. What else was I in? I was on the Chaos Step team. I was in a couple of different things, and I just also been like a really creative type of person. So that's where my value for this organization came in. It's like, yeah, there were things that I wanted to have by joining this sorority, but at the same time, it's like I'm really creative. I have a really good personality, really good energy. I'm on a step team. Y'all steps need to improve. I can definitely share that experience. You know what I mean? Like, adding your value to an organization makes them want you more. You know what I mean? Showcasing that value. And then I felt like the way that I kind of was discreet and got into the circles of the sorority that I wanted to be in, I found out like what organizations they were a part. And one of my best friends from one of my best friends from middle school also went to this school, and he was a part of this fraternity. So I kind of had a little connection as well, but not that much of a connection, because he would like help me sometimes, but he wasn't like, because it's like I'm gonna help you, but you still gotta walk your journey to get to the burning sands. You still gotta walk your journey. Like I can't walk your journey for you, type shit. So he like a good way to be discreet is to also get into the same type of organizations that they're in, that the members are in, and just thrive, showcase your value, and take your time, be discreet, and eventually, if they are interested, they will show their interest, and then you can go from there. So it's a good little one too. But I think that's where I'm at as well, because I just feel like if I would have known, honestly, I feel like my college undergrad experience was amazing. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I started at a community college. I did girl, I was at a community college for 3 years. I kept changing my major. I didn't know what I wanted to major in, and eventually I actually was about to be on probation because I had been changing my, it's like I was passing my classes, but I had been changing my classes so much that my completion rate was off from, like, you know, my completion rate was just not at the rate that it should be because I was like all over the place, and I was about to be on academic probation because of it. And I was like, oh no, fuck that. And I ended up transferring because I just was like, you know, if I stay at this school any longer as well, like, I'm not gonna finish college. So I need to reassess this long-term goal, and I need to figure out what's gonna work best for me. And that's when I decided to transfer to a 4 year college, and that was the best experience ever. Like, I feel like starting at a community college is great because it takes off the pressure of like getting into college. Because once you get in, because community colleges take everybody. And like I said, y'all, like, I've always been smart, but like after going through CPS and stuff like that, like my grades really fell off, and my, like, I just wasn't into school anymore after I was like going through CPS. Like, I just was kind of like skipping classes and shit like that. Like, you know, like it just wasn't something that motivated me anymore. And I think if you are starting at a community college, it takes all that stress off of like SATs, getting in, you know, school accepting you and things like that. Cause I don't know. I'm not really, I feel like some kids are really, they really care about like if they can get into Harvard or if they can get into Morehouse or da 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 da. And that's cool, but that's just not my ministry. And at the same time, you can pretty much transfer into any school. You know, like, any, all schools have a transfer policy. So if you start at a community college and you do 1 year at a community college, you can transfer anywhere pretty much, you know. So yeah, but I definitely think everybody should experience the 4 year lifestyle because I think college on community college level and a 4 year level is just so different. It's so different. Like, you really are in a college experience on a 4 year campus versus being at a community college. They don't really have those same type of activities. They don't have those same type, like, they have organizations, but it ain't really like popping like that. Like, it's all kind of like lame people. Like, I'm not saying that they lame, but like, you know, they be lame. Like, cause most of the time in community college, is so many different age groups. Everybody literally going to class and leaving. And if they hanging around campus, it's not really like a yard that you can go to. Like, most of the time, it's like a cafeteria area. You know, like, it ain't really, you know, it ain't the same. College experience on a 4 year campus is always better, and I would recommend it for people because I think it teaches you so much. Like, you learn a lot about yourself, you learn a lot about life. Like, I think that's part of the college experience outside of just what you're going to be learning in a classroom. And then you just build those bonds, and it's honestly a dope little moment because even now that my college experience is over, because it's like, well, it's not over because now obviously I'm back in college, but like that type of college experience, because I won't be on a campus like that again. But it just was dope, you know, when you and your friends, especially if you got friends who are in the same major as you, and it's like you and your friends are taking all the same classes, or pretty much y'all linking up, y'all doing things, you know, like, that moment of camaraderie is just dope. It's just dope, and it's normally not like that after, because after college, everybody's like going their way. Everybody's going their way, living their life, and you rarely link up in that same manner with people. So, yeah, girl, I wouldn't be upset or feeling a way that you want to have that type of college experience, or whatever the experience of college you want to have, you know? Oh, I'ma need a rat tail comb. But we almost done. Praise God, cause when I tell you I feel so much lighter, I feel so much lighter. I feel so much lighter. My spirit is just like, yes. I think I am gonna go back to that jacuzzi tomorrow though, because girl, it just felt amazing to have a hot bath to soak in. It was just a blessing. It was just a blessing, y'all. It really, really was. Let me tell y'all about the sleep I'ma have though too. Girl, y'all see all that product buildup, girl. And I really can't get it. It's kind of stuck. I'm gonna have to just comb it out tomorrow if I can find a rat tail comb. I should be. They should have a rat tail comb around this piece somewhere. I mean, I would think so. Oh, it's a mall not too far from me that I could probably walk to. Maybe I could walk to the mall and get something. Girl. I want to blow my hair out. I haven't blown it out in a while. Yeah, all this needs to be combed out because I just feel like it's just been up so long. Like I literally had this up since December. Like the beginning of December. Yeah, the beginning of December, because that's when I got to, no, the end of November. I got to Medellin December 4th. Yeah. December 4th. Girl, hello, praise God. She said, I feel you. And at last, you are almost done. Girl, I'm finna go hop in the shop. Well, I'm not gonna wash it tonight because I need to comb it out first. And I need to find a better comb to comb it so it's not breaking my hair at the same time. And so I'm just gonna put my bonnet on, and so I don't get like hair everywhere. And I'm just gonna take a hot, well, I ain't got no damn hot water. Ugh, I miss hot showers, and I miss like, ugh, I miss hot showers. Oh God, okay. I miss hot showers, and even the shrinkage is just real right now, y'all. The shrinkage is just real right now. I need to comb this out. I miss like bath. Like I'm a bath type of person. Like I love doing baths with like salts and different type of things. I just like a soothing moment. And I have not been able to have that because I have not had a bath. I had a bath today with a little jacuzzi moment at the spa, but like just in a house. Even in Asia though, they don't really have baths like that as either. So yeah, I'm just like, okay, I'm ready for my moment back in the States because I'm gonna be taking a bath like every day, soaking in the tub, girl, having a whole moment. And I was thinking about buying human wigs when I travel abroad. Yeah, girl, you definitely should get you a wig. I wouldn't necessarily say a human one. Well, if you want some straight hair, Definitely you would want a human one versus a synthetic one, because that's going to last a lot better. But I always recommend getting a braided wig, because braided wigs last longer. And you can get a human wig and have somebody braid it for you. I know a girl in Houston who does braided human wigs, and she sells them. And even kinky hair. Take a big pot of boiling water, then fill the rest with cold. What you mean? Say that again. Oh, but it's no. You mean for me to have a bathtub? For me to have a hot bath? There's no bathtub here. I would definitely do that. I'm girl from the country. My grandmother is from Huntsville, Texas. Yeah, but we don't have any bathtub. I don't have a bathtub. I just have a shower. So I can't even do that. I can't do it. I would have definitely did it though, but I can't. So I'm gonna probably try to Google a hotel or something that has a bathtub, because this is part of the reason why why I'm booking places that are kind of cheaper, so I can treat myself like this. Like I'm gonna see if I can find a hotel with a bathtub, so I can just book for a weekend, have some hot water, and get my life. Get my life together. My hands stink. This shit smells horrible. Definitely bring the kinky hair. Definitely, kinky hair is really good for like longer styles, because your hair is gonna get messed up. It's gonna be a lot going on. You're gonna be sweating. You're gonna be walking a lot. You might be swimming a lot. There might not, it's a lot to be going on with your hair while you're traveling. So I love kinky hair. Like literally, I have two kinky draw strap type wigs. And I normally do bring Afro kinky hair with a crochet needle, because I can braid my own hair. So like in the beginning of my travels, yeah, I was doing a lot of like crochet. I had my little 911 backup wig, and I just was getting it. I just was getting it. I just was getting it, y'all. It was a good moment. Ooh, girl, the end is near. Praise him. Amen. The end. The end is near, but my hair is just real matted. Cause I will be combing this out as I go along, but it's just real matted right now. And I have been getting mixed reviews. Really? What reviews have you been getting? What you been hearing? Fill me in. I'm sure everybody's experience is different though, but I personally loved it for just the style of how I like to do things. Cause like sometimes I do procrastinate, and it's like I love that, having that element of like, as long as I turn my stuff in before the end of the semester type thing. Sometimes you might have to email your professor, because I'm not going to say that they don't have deadlines, because they do, but they're like a lot more lenient with their deadlines. A lot of them were nursing degrees. Ah, okay. So I was in mass communication, and I have some friends. Well, they not my friends right now. But I had some girls that I knew who, I want to say they were doing public health. They were doing a public health something. I don't know. But they liked it. And Walden is an online school, so I don't know how suited that would be for a nursing program. Especially with nursing programs are a lot of work. Everybody I know who in the nursing program, like, it's a big commitment. So I'm really curious of how that journey would be if they were online. I'm really curious. Mm. Girl, my hands stink. Stink. Okay, not stink, they stink. My hair stank. This is why this shit had to come out. Energetically, it was holding me down. I could feel it. Yeah, I'm taking the reviews with a grain of salt. Yeah, cause you haven't declared your major yet, or your business major, right? Are you thinking about not, or what you thinking about doing? Yeah, I'm taking the reviews with a grain. Oh, somebody else messaged me something separate. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to fully comb this out though and see where my real length check is at. Ooh, we on the last one, God. Ooh. Ooh, what's up for the last braid? Glory. Glory, glory, glory. God is good. So almost 3 hours to take these out. Okay. Girl, okay, I didn't tell y'all. My host currently, she's an older Colombian lady. She's so sweet. And I went to ask her before I started. I was like, do you have scissors?" And she was just real confused, like, "What you need to cut? Why you finna cut your hair?" And I was like, "This ain't all my hair." This is an extension, but she didn't understand why I needed to cut the extension. So we had a little cultural exchange moment. But hello, one time I saw the praying hands, Jazzy. Yes, yes, for God and the last damn braid. This would have been so much better if I could have combed it out, but fuck it. What's your opinion on living with the host family? I mean, I never have problems with living with people. Like that moment with my last host, if you guys checked out that last live video that I did about my worst Airbnb experience ever, that was like a first time thing for me. Like granted, I don't normally have that type of problem. Like I did have a moment when I was in Hanoi with the host, but I was in my own apartment. Like I rented a studio apartment, so no one else was in there but me. And the owner, it was just like the place was owned by family, so it was like the dad owned it, the son was managing it, and the mom was cleaning it. But like I think this was their first time having a property, and they really didn't understand privacy because like the mom, her and her friends would come and clean. Like they offered maid service included in the rent, which I really kind of felt like was so that they could spy and kind of see what people was doing in their building. And I just felt like if you knock on my door and I don't answer, you should not be using your key to come in. Like that ain't cool. And I told him, cause like one morning they came in my house, girl, cause I don't be really sleeping with clothes on. Like I like to be butt naked and free. And they came, her and all her friends came up in my house, and I'm just like, dude, can you imagine how that woke me up? Like I was asleep and I was naked, and then the next thing I know, I got three whole people in my house. And after that, I told him that I didn't want the maid service, because honestly, I never really wanted it, because I don't really like people cleaning up after me. Like eventually, I think I gotta get over that, because eventually I'm gonna definitely have a butler, and I'm gonna definitely have a whole team of maids eventually. But it always kind of bothers me a little bit. Like I don't know, I didn't feel like good energy about her cleaning my house. I just kind of feel like she was just trying to be nosy and be in my shit, because like they really wasn't cleaning. Like they wasn't cleaning like I would clean. So I just wasn't really feeling it. And eventually I told him that I didn't want her to enter my home, and he thought, he was like trying to force me, and I was like, baby, this is my apartment. I'm paying you rent, and I need to have a level of privacy. And at one point, he tried to kick me out too, but he couldn't kick me out because it's like, you already took my rent, babes, and you can't kick me out because I don't want your mama to clean my goddamn house. So it's like sometimes you have little moments like that where like it's just different cultures, so they do things a little bit differently. They do things a little bit differently, or they handle business a little bit differently, and you know, they kind of feel like you should just go with what they say, which I feel like a lot of times a lot of white travelers, this is kind of the hard thing about traveling, is like white travelers kind of just go with whatever most of the time. Like they just either throw money at it and they just accept whatever somebody's tell them, and I just be like, I don't give a fuck who you are, and I don't care. Like, granted, I'm in your country, that's cool and all, but like, it either makes sense or it don't. Like, that's not on like on across any culture. It either makes sense or it don't. And if it don't make sense, I'm not. It's not gonna fly with me, and I'm not gonna be disrespectful about it. But I'm gonna tell you that I'm not accepting that shit. So that's the whole journey of it. But other than that, I never have problems. I just kind of feel like the only thing about host families is that you kind of have to be prepared for that energy, because sometimes you don't have privacy with host families. You know, like it depends on like what kind of host family you're staying with. Like right now, obviously I'm staying with a lady and I'm paying. So we talk sometimes, but she don't really be all up in my space like that. Whereas if you're staying at a place and you're not paying, sometimes they be wanting to really interact with you, and that'd be cool on some days. But then some days you just don't have energy from that for that. So that's really the main thing. But I normally like staying with host families because you got an inside track. If you need help with anything, they know what's what. Even like here, like they don't really have Uber here or Grab here, and of course the people, as soon as I start trying to talk Spanish, they realize, oh, this bitch is not, because I look like I could be Colombian. Like my style seems to be like people think I'm Colombian, but once I start talking, they realize, oh, actually, she's not Colombian. And once they realize that you're not from here, that's when they be trying to get over and overcharge you. So having a local host or a local person that you can kind of verify prices with, who can kind of show you where different things, like I feel like it kind of balances itself out, even if you're going to be giving them energy when you don't have it to give, or you know, sometimes they be wanting to talk, like, you know, and it's like, damn, I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like fucking talking, but okay, I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna be, you know, that's the only thing. I definitely need a little trim. Whew, Jesus, praise God. Because I'm just not good around men, like PTSD. I mean, you're not always around men. I'm staying with a host now, and she's not a man. And if you don't feel comfortable around men, I mean, don't choose a host that's a man. There's hosts that are just women. You know, you gotta do what's comfortable for you. Don't be trying to, you know, put yourself into something that somebody else would enjoy, but you wouldn't. Um, because I feel as though somebody will always be watching me if I'm sleeping. I'm just very like cautious of everything, especially if there's a male in the house. I get that because I be nervous around guys too sometimes. Like, I think, I'm not gonna say not all the time, but like with my male subscribers, I always be a little, because I'm honestly on some real shit. My audience isn't really male. Like, when I think about my target audience and who I'm trying to reach, that isn't a male. But sometimes I have males in this space, and I'm okay with them being here. But when guys be emailing me or messaging me, I always feel like I'm always kind of like side eyeing them a little bit, like, what you really want? Why you up in my DMs, or why you here? Like, are you really trying to get some information on something? Are you trying to get you a little booty situation? You know, because some of them be doing that. Some of them be, yeah. I need to comb my hair out, y'all, so I can see my real lens. Oh yeah. So Yeah. I get that. And I mean, with all this damn toxic male energy shit, I'm not surprised that we feel like this sometimes surrounding guys, cuz it's like, what are your intentions, babe? Are you here because you're really trying to help us? Are your intentions pure, or are you up to no damn good? Like, what's the like, what's the deal? And I don't know, a lot of guys be messaging me sometimes because I'm Facebook friends with somebody else, or they see it's a black girl in a particular place, and I just feel like they be, they be trying to get more than what I'm willing to give. And I'm like, baby, get out of my DMs, please. I ain't got nothing for you, okay? Get out of my DMs. I'm not entertaining none of that. Wait. Come on, bun, come through. And I don't think that they be watching over you. I mean, you can get host families and have your own separate room that you can lock the door. In the program I was looking into, you have to stay with a family abroad. It I think it has to do with me living with all girls. Yeah, all girls, that might not be a bad little setup though. That might just be a little open. But if you don't feel comfortable staying with men, don't stay with them. Don't stay with them. Do what makes you feel comfortable. But I feel like if it's all women, you'll be good. You'll be good. Ain't nobody gonna be watching you. But do be prepared. They do be wanting to talk. It's gonna be some times where you have to say, look, I'm real tired. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Or something, It be little 1-2 moments. Come on, Bonnie. Oh, girl, I'm free. I'm free, honey. So, if you guys have any more questions or anything, definitely speak now or forever hold your peace, because I'm about to hop off so I can go jump in the shower and wash all of this hair off of me. Okay, just say cute. Thanks, Bill. I actually need one of those big bonnets. I used to have one of those big bonnets, but it's like you can't wash them in the washing machine, because soon as you do, the little elastic just don't even work no more. So eventually I'll get another one. But yes, I got this one in Medellin. I want to say I did get this one in Medellin. So yeah. Oh my god, y'all. Oh, my hair, let me show you. We're free. We are free. Now we just gotta comb it out. And we're gonna wash it sometime tomorrow. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. We have 2 more videos coming this week, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and then we'll be back on our regular schedule next week. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up. Thank you for joining me. I know you didn't have to be here spending your time with me tonight, but you did, and I appreciate you, girls and guys, all of y'all. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to tell y'all? I don't think so. I think that's everything. So this is it. I'm gonna go wash my ass, honey, and I will see you guys later. Remember, people will stare. Make it worth their while.